What's good, YouTube?
Bro, sitting with dope.
All right.
Fucking freestyle, bro. All day.
Yo, what is good, internet world? My hip hop heads, family out there. We are back. SOUNDSPONGE Radio, episode 10. Couple great Notion beers in hand. It's your boys. 10th member here.
You can introduce me.
Kim Beats. You know what it is. My fam. And last but not least,
Jay's house, but just call me Jay. We fam, man.
hey, that we are, man. It is always good to see you, my brothers. Hey, everybody living good. Hard, crazy week, but everybody living good for the most part.
Yeah, work was pretty good. Busy, but
Hell yeah,
we got
man.
through the week, man.
That's what
Alive
it's
and
all
blessed,
about,
man.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Live and blessed. For real, man. It's a crazy, crazy world. There's a lot of things hitting the fan this week.
Don't forget to tell your fam you love him, bro.
Exactly, for real. More
keep
than
up.
ever.
Just keep up.
Instagram
Christmas
hashtags are
coming.
back. Start with that. We'll talk about some things that have happened this
Are
week.
they?
Instagram hashtags are back officially because the electoral vote is finally closed, finalized. Biden-Harris
Texas just
moving
lost.
forward. It's going on. You know, we're not a politic house, but man, Trump is making the most of his last fucking weeks. He's on an execution run. RIP to everyone affected by it, and man, I can't wait to move forward from this fucking orange clown, for real. But yo, besides that, man, been some things in hip hop, man. What have you been up to, Jeff? Though we'll talk about some hip hop in a second.
Man, just crazy vaccine coming out. The whole Red House situation out here in Portland. There's just a lot of discussion that could go on about that, but
Yeah, I'm about to
Absolutely.
wait.
This
I'm
is
about
the
to wait
spot.
for that COVID vaccine. I'm about to wait.
man,
Y'all
that's a
can
hard
take
one.
that.
I told my wife she takes it right away.
Because
have
if
to
I
take
get
right
it,
away.
bro,
I
I'm
ain't going-
sad.
I ain't going
I
out
mean,
at
like,
all.
I'm gonna be cool. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, especially as an artist, you know, locally to expand. We need the ability to meet up and to see people and to feel safe doing it. And I don't know, it's hard. I want to see the first batch. I would like to see the effects. I don't know, man. I've been watching Cowboy Bebop, man. What if that shit gives you like red eye superpowers, like where everything's all in slow mo and shit around it?
I mean,
I'll take it then.
they.
No.
I saw this on the Breakfast Club. They're like, would you? I mean, prior to COVID, people were just eating buttholes. You know what I mean? Ram strangers buttholes.
Gotta
in the
eat the
club.
booty like groceries.
Yeah,
You can't get
groceries.
COVID from the booty
That's
hole,
what I'm
though,
saying.
bro.
It's like you, but from a random, like you would do that. You
Oh,
would
everything's
randomly
different
do
now.
that?
Everybody gonna be clean now. Everybody gonna be clean about
Well,
everything.
you can't
now.
just be sick anymore. I was sick last week. I just had a little cold.
You got tested.
I mean,
shout out to
If
Japan,
COVID
though,
never
been
happened,
living
though,
that way.
I would probably be here last week.
Yeah,
That's what's
I mean,
That is something Japan gets right.
yeah, Japan has always been mad clean. They don't give a
allow-
damn.
Yeah, there's not a lot of public trash cans because they want you to fucking throw away your trash at home.
They
You're
said, bitch, put that in your
responsible
fucking pocket.
Yep, you're responsible for your
What
own
about
shit.
wouldn't that increase littering though?
No, because everyone makes sure that no one fucking does it.
Yeah, you get fined as a motherfucker
Well,
if
I
you
like
spit
it.
some
I
gum
mean,
out.
like now, even now, I mean, around, I feel like littering's just. It used to just be so common, but now it's.
Yeah, you know, it's
like,
cool seeing
looked
people go
down
out in the
on.
morning, like do like litter cleanup crews on their own and shit, not employed by the city, just like homies.
Shout out the home
Man,
clean
there's
crew.
a lot of litter now, though.
HOA clean
That's some
crew.
Portland ass shit. But yo, as far as hip hop this week, man, bro, y'all hear that Wayne just sold his fucking masters
Yeah, that hurt me.
for 100 mil? I know everybody's like, that's
Well,
a lot of
his
money.
his
That's
sentencing's coming soon, bro.
that's
He's doing everything he can.
That's
to
what I'm
stay
wondering. I'm like,
afloat,
yo, is he
bro.
trying to save himself? Is he trying to? But think about your
That's what I
family,
would do.
man. I mean, but Wayne has proven time and time again, as far as being one of the greatest lyricists, he's still one of the most detached, singular people in hip hop.
But do you think it's 100 mil? He's like, if you give anyone 100 mil, that's fucking generational money. So if it's
It is
done
and
right-
it isn't the way that rappers like to spend.
Well, is he spending like that though? We don't know.
I mean, we don't know. We don't
I
know.
wouldn't.
It's hard to. Spend
And how much you're
100
taxed,
mil,
bro?
though.
Your taxes, Diddy paid like 20 mil 1 year in taxes.
That's what I'm saying.
So really, is 100 mil really that crazy when you're up in that bracket, you know? Versus your whole life, and like Wayne could die tomorrow, and now he don't have his masters.
Yeah. To be honest, but he has 100 mil,
It's true.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
true.
his
That's
son
true.
has 100 mil, and his son's son probably does.
and I'm sure there's other revenues. I'm not gonna judge too much because I don't know every detail about it. But does this mean going forward, any music he makes though, is somebody else's or no?
That's probably between them. That's a possibility.
Like if it's his own now, like he sold his sold his masters, and he's like, everything else though is mine going forward. That's kind of like when he fucking tore up his notebook and was like, I'm not writing anymore, I'm just rapping off the head. It's kind of like, fuck all of this shit, start over.
I mean, he was like Trump. He's fucking with Trump too now. So
Yeah, but is he like he?
No, that's the disassociated shit.
Because of that.
That's that disassociated shit that I keep saying is like he really. I don't think he is. He just like, you know, he'll be like, he said the Trump line, like, I haven't paid my taxes, fucking with Trump. And then 2 bars later, he's like, something, Obama. Like, and he's like, he just says what's relevant, man. And that's what I mean is like, as much as I'll always be a fan of the lyricist to him, Wayne has proven time and time again that he's not like us. Not normal. He's not normal. That's for damn fucking sure. He doesn't relate. He's a fucking Martian, and like in the good ways and in the shitty ways.
He's an alien,
It makes sense.
It makes sense. It all makes sense. Man, other news in hip hop this week though, bro. We got Man on the Moon 3.
Which that was a complete left side move. I had no idea.
I cried last night.
You mentioned it earlier this week.
Yeah, but it was so out of nowhere.
Speculation's kind of just up.
I literally I listened to it, I shed a light tear, and then I went back and listened to Pursuit of Happiness. 10 years ago, I was lost, alcoholic, fucking getting wild, being stupid, and you know, now I'm pretty much a 2 beer limit person, but making bad choices, doing all kinds of things. There was a point in time where like I would listen to that song and it would bring me joy because I thought I knew happiness, and I didn't know what chasing happiness was really like. Recently, I actually quit smoking weed, and like all my emotions have been coming back. All these receptors have been reopening in my fucking brain and shit. And I'm starting to chase happiness, you know, including, you know, spending time with my brothers, doing this podcast, giving to the culture, making beats, writing more. All these things that I'd lost emotional touch with. But it's just so full circle that this album came out this week. I listened to it, I shed a tear to Mr. Solo Dolo 3, and then I was like, I gotta listen to what we're reviewing. I'll listen to this tomorrow night. Yeah. And I was like, but I'll listen to Pursuit of Happiness. And I listened to it, and I cried from start to finish. Some of the best tears of joy I ever cried in my entire fucking life. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You know, people love to be like, oh, men don't cry and shit. Shut the fuck up. It is good to let it out. And what I felt like I let out was 12 years of chambered fucking chasing. Of feeling like I knew what I was chasing, but I really didn't at all. And it's crazy because Cuddy's been there with me the whole fucking journey.
That's what I love about him.
Like everything.
The reason why he makes the music is for people
exactly what he made the music like.
Do that.
Like when he made the Raging Bullet album, like people fucking mocked him. And later, like a year or two ago, it came out and he was like, that was my loudest cry for help in my entire fucking life.
It was. Like,
he's like, I just wanted someone to hear me, anyone to fucking hear me. And, like, you know, you look at society, and they have a hard time recognizing that type of shit. Oh, but man. Cuddy's
YouTube
back.
comments are crazy.
Bitch. Cuddy's a bit. Cuddy's not a bitch. Cuddy is back, and he's fucking stronger than ever, bro, and I love it. Like, never felt so full circle. Yeah. But that's not what we're talking about this week.
Yeah, we'll talk about his album next week, but this... I mean,
this whole week gonna be special listening to that.
We had the Jack Harlow dropping today too. We had, I don't know what else dropped. A single from Benny the Butcher, 3:30 in Houston.
Yeah, Mario Judah's supposed to drop again too. If Cardi don't drop Whole Lot of Red.
Yeah. Speaking about Whole Lot of Red, you hear DJ Academics tweeted?
What?
He said it's supposed to come out Christmas. Executive produced Kanye West though. I don't know. He said he sold his soul for this information. That's facts on a tweet. Yeah. Academics.
He sold his soul. No one wants to buy that soul.
For real.
Well, my number. I want that bitch. I fuck with Mario Judah though, bro.
Laughing stock turned to
he's shown true talent.
Dude.
Rumor is that he made that beat, and that's it. Sounds like a PR beat.
If y'all haven't seen the Drewski interview with Mario Judah, I advise you to just go watch
the way that you say
nigga. That's gotta be racist.
That's gotta be racist. The fucking.
I mean, that whole concert was hilarious.
Oh, you talking about the Rolling Loud?
The Rolling Loud Twitch concert too. If
that is not the baby. That's the devil. Oh my god.
That shit's hard though, bro.
I'm happy to see Drewski pop off.
Yeah, I fuck with Drewski too.
Dude, I've been seeing some of his IG lives. Wild, bro. They're
It's
so
hilarious.
funny, dude.
And not to mention, like,
he'll just be like hosting auditions, and people will go on there acting a fool, and he'll just end their shit and just be like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. It's just so funny.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yo, besides that though, this week's been pretty cool in music, I think.
I think it's wrapping up the year,
Friday's a
dude.
thing, bro. Fridays are just a time for people to drop music.
Yeah, it's the new thing. It used to be Tuesdays. And now here we are. Friday's the new fucking wave because guess what? The clubs ain't open.
Except
you better
when
be
Good
the fuck
Friday
home.
came out. Good Friday was happening. That was
Don't,
good.
nothing can be compared.
Simpler times.
Those were a lot better times.
Nothing can be compared. Well, Chance the Rapper actually just started doing some fucking freestyle shit that he claims he's gonna start doing weekly, and it was over a Biggie
What's
beat.
your single?
I don't fucking know. On to
Dude,
me, whatever.
actually,
That's
it
other
was
news.
actually good.
That's other news this week. How do y'all feel about him suing his fucking manager?
For what?
Or no,
wasn't
for
mine.
not him suing his manager. His manager suing him. Pat the
what?
manager is suing Chance the Rapper for 15% of his money because Chance just fired him
For what?
for the reception of his album and the rollout of his sales. Bro, it's not Pat's fault that
Yeah,
your
bro.
fucking
He was
bars
on the
suck.
hot tracks like yesterday, and he's off that shit. Chance
Yes.
the Rapper. He got kicked off that shit.
Bro, that album was
Yeesh.
ass. The Big Day was ass, and he fucking is trying to blame the reception and like the low sales on Pat the manager, who has done a fantastic job of getting him where he's at.
Maybe he
especially
had
because
a lot of input where it didn't need to be.
I don't think
on
he
the
did
album.
though, because
You really
people
think somebody of Chance's stature would have taken somebody else's input? other than
Exactly.
Kanye?
Exactly. Besides like a Kanye, bro. Once upon a time, he said Childish Gambino telling him to get a manager was the best advice he ever got. And this is the one person who came with you from nothing to here.
Yeah.
And so you'll never get that again.
Other
You'll
than
never
Kanye.
meet a new manager and be like, I
Something
trust
must
this
have
guy
happened,
from the
bro.
fucking dirt.
I don't know,
No,
I
he
don't
literally
believe
is
that.
blaming him. He's blaming him for the reception of the album. And Pat aired him out and was like, fuck that. You hardly worked on it, is what he said. He said, you rushed it. Don't blame me.
Damn.
And he's saying, fine then. Pay me out 15% of whatever I fucking help you make.
Not wrong though.
Ain't wrong. 3 million out of 30 million ain't shit. Pay the boy.
Ain't wrong.
Pay
Yeah,
the taxes.
Pay the boy. Pay the fucking boy.
Pay the boy.
Yeah, man. I fuck with Pat the manager. I've always followed him too. So like he's a cool ass dude.
Chance the Rapper, Pat the manager.
Yeah, exactly. Like I always followed him. He's a cool ass dude. So how you gonna do dirt like that, bro?
I don't know, man.
Like
People
what's
are weird.
what's crazy though is that unlike Chance being able to find a new Pat the manager, Pat can still manage someone else in the future.
Yeah.
And his credentials
Well,
show for
you
it.
know, actually, if you're suing your client, that might throw some knock. And
I
you
mean,
get
but you got your
blackballed
client. You got your client 30 mil.
True,
though.
but you get blackballed for less.
Yeah,
and then
but you
street.
still can get street clients. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you get blackballed if he finds the next guy.
True.
You know what I mean? If he finds the
I
next
will say it's
fucking
harder.
it.
I'll say it's harder.
Yeah, like for instance, there's an artist in Portland named Dante Thomas. I
Shout
don't
out
know. I don't.
Dante.
Yeah, Dante
Colors.
Thomas is super fucking fire, and so is the Produce crew out
Produce.
here. Baca, all those guys. Baca, Soup, and that Solomon Cat just dropped a new fucking song today too, and like they're putting on for the city. And Tyler just tweeted this top list. Tyler Creator just tweeted his top songs. He put one of the songs from that Redville album on there featuring Dante Thomas, and that's cool as fuck. But like that's the perfect example.
That's
Is
dope.
think about
What the
that.
fuck?
Yeah, somewhere out
That's
there,
hella dope.
somewhere out there, Tyler Creator is singing some Portland niggas fucking raps, and that's fucking fire for Portland. Good shit, Dante, and good shit for that on that Redville album.
We played baseball together, fool.
Oh, that's fire. That's crazy. But
Yeah, he got kicked off the team or some shit.
like-
and he was like, I'm about to be a rap.
I'm about to rap my ass off.
That's foul.
Yeah.
I'll always remember that shit, bro. If you're hearing this, bro, shout out you.
But imagine though, Pat has chances like that. He can still find these young artists and shit. Chance, man, he really fucked up with the Big Day. He jaded me forever.
Forever?
Dude, we were living together. and
We were living
listened
together.
To it.
I was mad.
We both came out of the room, said,
The fuck is this?
that shit's ass.
I literally haven't.
And then we went on social media, and everyone else agreed.
I thought,
so we
yeah,
knew
I
we were.
I didn't
right.
exactly. I blocked off social media because I was like, bro, the Big Day's out. Let's listen to it. I thought it was gonna be so fire. I
This
rolled
shit's
up.
ass. Like,
I rolled
people
up.
were clowning on.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, what the fuck
Nah,
is that?
I mean, Chess Rapper will always be one of the, he's a great artist, but
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Mixtape
that
go.
one, I mean, if Pat the manager said he rushed that shit, I'd so hardly believe him because
Because the evidence.
Because it does
was
not.
ass.
It is yeah. It is
No.
not a 3-year album.
yeah,
Shit though, man. Speaking of albums, man, we got a debut actually on this episode. So it's funny we're talking about management and all that, because this person is not exactly lacking experience. You know, I've done a little research and looked into some of his past. He's not necessarily lacking the experience of an artist who's dropping his first album, Simba, SYMBA, Simba. This album, what's the name of the album again, Nick? Was it
Don't run
from rap? Sorry, I remember the name, but I was trying to remember
acronym.
the acronym. What's the acronym? Not the name.
Responsibilities
And
it's principles.
And principles, responsibilities and principles. Yeah. Yo, I was thoroughly surprised by this, and I'm gonna say it straight out from the jump. This debut Simba album, also dope because it's called Simba. It is not on some Nas lyrical Kendrick Section 80 shit or anything like that. But you know who it reminds me of? It reminds me of Warm Up J. Cole. Where it's like
That's a great,
just
that's
digestible
crazy.
and borrowable enough, where it's like, yo, he's borrowing enough. And it's not like, but because that's J. Cole's thing to this day. To this day. Again.
It almost sounded like College Dropout with Kanye to me, a little bit. The second song.
Well, he's got that Touch the Sky. That was a hard
That
point
song
for me for him to
sounded
do
like
that. I heard that.
a Kanye
I heard
album,
that. No, Jeff.
I don't know, man. I liked it, but I didn't like.
You hear his LA Leakers?
I didn't
What
hear
got
it.
him? Everyone posted.
know
2
he
Chainz
was-
posted it, and I think some shit. LeBron James posted it. He said Simba is
everyone-
next up.
Yeah, they were saying.
That's
a lot
when I
of shit.
peeped him,
There's
actually.
a lot of love for him.
A lot of
and I
industry
get
love
it.
for him.
And so he has a great opportunity right now.
Absolutely.
Personally, when I first heard it, I didn't fall in love with it. I'm not in love with this whatsoever. I do like it. I do feel like there's this weird thing where it feels rushed. Like his raps feel rushed.
Like not
I get
not
he's
breathing
also-
enough.
No, not breathe. Maybe a little bit, but like, you know what I mean? Like, let it. Sometimes you gotta let that shit soak in. Sometimes what he's saying, and I mean, I know we're gonna get deep diver into this album, but I really feel like
Oh,
there
like on
was
some
some
Fivio
shit.
Foreign shit. Send me the Addy, I'm coming to you. Shh. Send me the Addy, I'm coming to you.
Well, you don't have to repeat yourself. You know what I mean? But I do believe that he can make fucking hits just based off of every hook and like how he composes the songs.
Oh, yeah.
This guy could write hits for days.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say it. I think this album holds the best choruses of the year. That doesn't mean it's the album of the year, but some of the best.
I mean, he had
I would have to go back. Famous, for instance, is one of my favorite as well. Like Famous from fucking Benny, and it's obviously like I'll have to go back album to album, and like really pick them out. But man,
You're putting it up there. I get it. Yeah,
it's
that's
up
it.
there. Like,
This is a good one. I mean, he has the Ty Dolla Sign feature, that song. That's a great chorus.
yeah, exactly, bro. The fucking big homie.
And a Hitmaker beat on that. I mean, so
Hitmaker.
Yo, Young Berg, man. I just can't believe that's who Hitmaker is.
Hey,
Berg?
People forget.
that's fire though.
Do you remember Young Berg?
I forget. I was gonna be like, holy shit, dude, that's so
I don't
ancient.
know. I might be too young, bro.
You
Young
probably
Berg, it
are.
sounds
That's
super-
so old, bro.
super
Holy
familiar,
shit.
bro. Young Berg.
Bro, he literally
I'm about to go on
changed
my
his whole
phone right
name.
now.
Business? That's the song?
You changed his whole name and said,
The
I'm a
business,
different guy
Young
now.
Berg.
Yeah.
That's only
He said, I'm a
2007.
He
different
had
guy
a fucking
now.
grill.
Is that Hitmaker?
Yeah, it's Hitmaker.
I mean, bro.
Sexy Can I?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was like, what's up, with your boy
Yo.
Young? He wore a grill that changed his voice because it was so fucking big in his mouth.
Bro, just this chorus even. Like, this chorus on Big Homie with 2 Chainz, which one was a perfect.
Yeah. It's a flute. You got the flute
Dude.
on there. On
Gotta love it. Yeah, that Ty Dolla Sign feature.
Say big bags, brinks only, brinks only.
She
I
wanna
done got
fuck
rich
with,
and
but
turned
don't
into
even
my
follow me.
big homie.
She wanna fuck me, but don't even follow me.
That is
Money
actually
bag,
the
yo.
only song that I
You don't
fucking
like-
hate.
I knew
I
you wouldn't like
fucking
that. I knew you
hate
would
that
love-
song, bro.
I knew
That's
you would hate
weird.
that song.
I wrote
You
out
don't
through
really
the
like
track
Money
list.
Bag Yo that much.
That was the highlight of the song for
All
me.
right, let's go top to
Really?
bottom.
Yep,
Let's
top
go
to bottom.
Let's just go.
I'm for real.
All right, I want to say something before we dive
Go
into
ahead.
this. So
Go ahead.
I mean, so he was previously signed to Columbia.
Yeah.
This cat
Uh-huh.
Simba, and then he signed to Atlantic now.
Yeah, so apparently.
They let him out his deal.
Yeah, they let him out. That's a fucking
And I read
a
they
dream.
let him keep his advance.
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's a dream because the
I was
person like
what?
he
said
was
labels are
honest
really
with them.
cool. I
He was
like,
honest
no,
with it
labels-
and was like, it's just not working for me. They switched up his team, and he was like, "Yo, that ain't working for me." And he was presenting songs to them and being like,
They're like,
"Yo,
play this.
what you think about this? What you think about this?" And they're like, "Well, how about this? And how about this?"
industry,
and shit like that.
and it was all
It was
industry.
all
sounding.
industry shit, and you can go back and you can find some of those songs, and they really
Well,
they don't hit the way that feel real.
Is a lot of songs on here do sound industry, like the Ty Dolla $ign Super Radio.
Yeah,
that
Hit
sounds like a
Maker
hit
and
on the
Ty
radio.
Dolla
Hit making Ty Dolla $ign.
So is it a bad or good thing though? This is what I mean about the warm-up thing. It's like it's almost like the warm-up, but as if he has more experience because he got in, he got out, and he chose to hop back in. And he's been doing things like he just made, like he was talking about, he made like a cool $150K co-writing the verse with Jack Harlow on the Scooby-Doo movie.
On Yikes.
And
On
like
Yikes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Yikes. He co-wrote that.
Yep.
And so that's promising to know about too, is like that means he probably can bar out more. If you're writing on a caliber that you're writing for others, you're on some shit.
Yeah.
And he's still putting out a solid album. You know who to compare that to? Sci-Hi. That nigga can't put an album together to save his fucking life. But he could bar out more than anyone. I'll never outbar him. I will never say that. I would never stop. There are very few rappers I say will outbar Sci-Hi.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
But-
probably the best writer on
Good music?
Good music, yeah.
Easy. Like hands down. And like that's Pusha included.
Oh, that's mentioned for next week or whenever this comes out. But Pusha said that he's only going to let Kanye and the Neptunes produce his next album exclusively.
Woo!
His next album's gonna be fire then.
Damn, bro. He going for another Grammy. My boy. Hey, that's what I mean. That's no slight to Pusha's pen either. And
You just go to Neptunes and Kanye.
I
they're
don't
like,
think
nah, I'm never gonna get that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being bad at putting together courses. Some people grow up ciphering only.
Yeah. 'Cause
Myself included, bro. I hate writing chorus, and
it's a melody. It's catchy. Sometimes it doesn't feel genuine. I understand the
yeah,
whole writing process.
and he
of
does
that.
it, bro. This fool does it so fucking beautifully and so well.
And so like he does it so easily.
Ain't no comparison. Not to be arrogant, when you this good, don't worry about narrative. Like,
My favorite part of that song in particular is when Chainz used that line from Duffel Bag Boy, the Thousand Island.
oh,
Trust me, I've been on 1,000 Islands.
I've been on $1,000.
Because people forget on Duffel Bag Boy, everyone thought Wayne wrote his verse.
Yeah.
And he was
People,
Wayne
niggas
was
talk
a big
about murder
homie.
so much, it only seem violent. I'm on three-way with the pilot.
Yeah.
How much the plane? I'ma buy it. That is the most perfect, bro. It was the most perfect 2 Chainz fucking
was the flute.
verse,
I'm telling you,
bro.
it was the flute.
He also talked about that though. He was like, yo, the chains on that was an easy call.
Yeah.
He said, being in the industry and starting to get in, realizing how hard it is with all these fucking people. You get someone on a track, then you want them on the music video, then suddenly you piss them off on the phone call, then suddenly they're like, take me off the track too. I don't want to do the music video. And then you're
Bro,
like,
he
what
said
the
Chainz
fuck?
was really the
And
big
he said
homie.
and he said Chain, yeah, was really, really the big homie. He said, don't worry about it. I'm pulling up. I'm bringing 2 whips. Like
on a fault
on the homie.
Interview or some shit that I read online. He said he brought 2 outfits too. It's like, bro.
Yeah, he's like, which
you get
one,
2 chains,
dog?
you can't bring 2 chains.
Hey, bro,
4
exactly, man.
chains and 2 outfits, bro. Like,
That's your bro, exactly. He said
That's a big homie.
he's really been there for guidance, and he told him like he knows how it is. He knows how these niggas play games and shit, and he knows that it's hard to come up because they, at the end of the day, these people eating don't want you to eat.
Yeah, they want to hold knowledge. It's a
Yeah,
very big thing.
they trying to hold you
where,
back.
Like, because that is really like, why would you share something that you have?
Why would you put out
step?
it's throwing down stepping stones. It's essentially throwing down stepping stones for people to
I mean,
step
that's
up.
just human nature. I mean, that's why there's only 2%
Like
of
how-
the population that are
Because
have
hip hop's
all
a
of
competitive thing. It's a very
People
like,
forget about the competition.
Yeah, it's a very competitive thing. It's like, why would I give you a heads up on the competition? You know what I mean? But when you're so far ahead, man,
Or when you become the best of the best, exactly. When
I mean,
you
when
become
you
that
like
creme de la
someone-
creme,
when
it's
you
like
like someone's
Kobe.
shit.
Kobe got out the league, he was killing. He was training killers.
Everybody.
Everyone was a killer after they
Yep.
kicked it with Kobe. Everyone who's part of the last of Kobe's
not
legacy.
everyone, but
Yo,
yeah, most.
Jason Tatum, the fool is a baller.
That's true.
Who's on your mind?
I was gonna say Tatum, but they did lose too, fool. Like, I don't know.
They lost to the Heat, though.
But he doing well though.
They
He's
did.
doing
Hey.
well.
Yo,
he did get his
young.
ass blocked by Adebayo.
He's young, though. Yo, Bam's another breed, though.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
Bam
crazy
on
too, though.
on one, bro.
He was crazy.
All right.
too, though.
What other things
I
on
fu-
there?
What up? Oh, so straight from the jump, you said. First off, I know you were looking into it. I do want to look into exactly what city he's from. I know he's from the East Bay, specifically out of Bay. Straight from the jump though, that intro track, I'm for real. I
Did
love
you
the
like that
energy.
one?
I love the energy. It didn't feel like him, but it was a cool intro. But it really reminded me of like a West Side Meek Mill.
I love that.
It was
intro.
hella
You know
on
I
some
love
Meek
that
shit.
intro.
Yeah, I know you love Meek when he's really on the Meek on some Dream Chaser shit. This sounded like some Dream Chaser shit. Meek would have fucking destroyed this beat.
It's just the beat, bro.
Yeah.
I like the intro,
Destroy
like
my
the intro?
ears.
but it didn't bar out hard enough.
So
Yeah.
it's weird. The hard songs like the Moneybagg Yo song and the intro, the choruses did lack too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm for real, like that. It didn't really stick to me, but it's just the beat that really hits.
But then he gets straight into the second one. Touch the Sky. You know how fucking hard it is to name something after a Kanye song? I was so wholeheartedly ready to be like, fuck this song. You can't. Touch the Sky is one of my favorite songs ever, and it was the introduction of Lupe.
Yeah, that Lupe verse is legendary.
I didn't
Guess
even
who's
think
on
about it
third?
like that, though.
Lupe still like Lupe in the third. Like,
It was like a 2020 version of that song.
but like
Literally.
a little slowed down.
Dude, that song, it gave me that vibe.
Bro,
song's
it's
so
a really high bar to reach, but when he said something, he said, I follow street codes and my grandmama's religion. Guess that's why I'm torn being cursed and being gifted. That shit hit. And that's what I mean is he doesn't have to be Kendrick to hit that powerful stride, man. And I think as a writer, because that's something that's like, man, it's a really strange dynamic. He's a writer.
Yeah.
Like, he's willing to write for other people.
Yeah.
So few rappers aren't. So to get into your bag and be willing to write, that means he's multiverse with all kinds of styles.
Yep.
And bro, that was a super dope switch up. Like, it just really felt like I dived straight into like his heart and mind and like kind of understood him right off the jump. Like, his writing wasn't over his head, but I don't know. It can make more impact sometimes when it's not over your head. Like, it really is that cold vibes. But you know, he did have some light bars. He said, "Money turned boys to men like Mike Bivins." That's the manager of Boys to Men, and Belle Biv DeVoe, and at one point associated with like Diddy and shit.
Yeah.
And so like that was a bar, you know, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
I hate bars that I just have to like look shit up, bro.
What? I love that shit.
Like I mean,
do, but I
miss
don't.
it, and then I'm like,
Well, okay, so I
damn.
usually do that whenever I hear names, because I want to make sure that shit's relevant.
Depends who
And
it
when I
is.
looked that one up, yeah, I mean that shit was hard.
that one was one of the ones that like, although later I was like, I'm assuming that's their manager. I did have to look it up, and then I was like, oh, good.
Confirmed
I
it,
did
yeah.
know it was the manager. Like, because just the way he said it, money turned boys to men, like Mike Bivins, I was like, oh, okay, so he's making them raise up. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, okay. But I love that song, man. I thought it was great. And I thought that was the first real introduction to him.
Yeah.
Track 1 was cool, it was hype, but track 2 felt like, oh shit, this is probably who Simba is.
Well, I think track 1 was a great marketing
Yeah, like I can do this
marketing
shit.
song. Yeah,
I can do this shit.
Well, it's just like the kids younger than me too. They hear that first track, and
They're
they'll
stuck.
instantly be
They're
stuck
in.
to it.
Yeah,
because
they're
that
in.
beat's just that beat's just too hard. That
That's
808's
true.
just too hard.
You gotta get them in.
Then you have someone like us listening to the second song, and now we're really in.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So,
Transition into reality that's probably
and
my
then
favorite track.
third song.
That's one of the songs I sent to
that's
my little
when
brother.
I was like, all right, this dude is really
Reality is
nice.
is probably my favorite track.
Reality was just, and that's another gritty one, bro. Like that is like, it's not a crazy chorus. It's just too real to not fucking attach to at least a little bit. Like the homie fucking my little brother, I sent him that song and was like, bro, you gotta fucking listen to this. And like, he listened to the whole album and he was like, God damn, what the fuck? Like, this shit's some motivational shit. Like, most of us ain't gonna make it rapping. Most of us ain't gonna make it trapping. Most of us ain't gonna make the league.
Yeah.
Fucking, dude, like,
It's
trying to
weird
rap
when
it,
you
but-
say it. It might sound whack.
it
to
sounds
the-
whack, but the
yeah.
way that they say it, he says it so aggressively, bro. Like,
I mean, so when I first heard this track, he started out with saying, "Let's start out with some true honesty." I was like, "All right, here's some Joyner Lucas." trying to
yeah, you
get
said some
off,
Joyner
bro.
Lucas shit.
Nah, I like Joyner Lucas, but you know what I mean. Like,
know what
his
you
last
mean.
album vibe.
Absolutely.
And then I heard him saying the shit, and he says it in a way that's like, it was just
really
hard.
feel it.
It was just
Feel
really, it was just really hard.
It's my
bro.
favorite song.
What is it right here? I gotta play a snippet. I'll play a snippet right now. Like,
But you
bro,
hear the Oakland.
yes, and you hear the hunger in him on this song. I remember what he said, we're trapping on unemployment. Hey,
I'm not
shout out
saying-
unemployment, a nigga on unemployment right now. Like,
I mean, I'm not saying he's from Oakland, but you hear the Bay cadence.
The
Let
most
me
people
take that back.
in the world are on.
I know.
He really killed it here. But the one thing I do have to say is after Big Homie, there was a stretch
Of songs you didn't like, huh?
of like, I don't really fuck with it. Like, how many times do you have to tell me about your? I mean, we gotta love it, obviously, with Ty, right? But like, how much did you fuck up your relationship that you had to make like a quarter of your album about fucking up your relationship?
Damn, I mean, that's true. Like, so what was it? It goes, we try, and then gotta love it.
Ain't saying shit. Made for you. Like,
I liked, so I actually really didn't like We Try. I didn't enjoy it too much, but I really liked his voice. It was like a commercial. It was like a commercial. Like you said, some of these songs are almost like commercials where
Well,
it's
the
like.
thing that makes me mad is on this album, supposedly he was trying to not be industry sounding.
But he proves that. I think otherwise. I think he said that to bring controversy.
I mean, you can't just make the whole thing, you know.
Well, he said that to attract people like us, hip hop heads.
I think he put it in right spots.
He did. He put it right in the fucking middle, where he was like, "Where's Stargate at?" The fucking. But it's on some Mr. Big Watch shit. It is. It's on some Mr. Big Watch shit where it's like every time that J. Cole does something that's on that shit that can't get enough. I need that. That shit is fire. But you know that that's not his heart. Like, you know that that's not where his heart lies.
Perfect was more my shit.
Yeah, and you know that, like, Love Yours.
That's his heart.
Come on, bro. That's J. Cole's fucking heart. And I want to fold clothes for you.
And no one ever talks about that.
How does no one talk about that song? I literally, every time that my girlfriend is asleep, if I'm folding clothes, I hear, I want to fold clothes for you. I want to make you feel good.
Yeah, dude, that is real. And you know what's crazy? It's like he doesn't have the best singing voice, but you can feel it.
It's soul.
By him singing.
It's soul.
It's just like when he wanted to do Power Trip. When he wanted to do the hook for Power Trip. If you ever heard it.
We
Oh man, when he debuted that song on
got me
Jimmy
up
Fallon or
all
whatever.
night.
Yeah.
Yep. And he is like,
He's like, I owe Miguel.
I owe you one. I owe you one.
But I was so stuck to this.
He was stoked on the song because that was his heart, bro. That's something, I don't know.
Because it was a continuation of Dreams, which was.
You didn't like Gotta Love It though with Ty Dolla $ign?
I did, but
That was like the perfect radio song, though, bro. That's gonna go on the radio. I swear to you.
Bro,
Ty Dolla $ign killed it though. He made Simba sound like a fucking a feature.
Yeah.
What is it? Loving your body to sleep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I mean, he was probably like, yeah, this dude's up and coming. Yeah, let me just take over this song real quick. Bring out my best.
Yeah, for real. It
chorus.
is literally better than the Ty Dolla $ign album.
You know, he had that chorus tucked. I feel like rockstar lifestyle.
By naming it.
Bro.
He said, can you pull up with a chorus?
Like, nah, bro. You had that shit tucked, bro, for a motherfucker to take over his shit. Like,
loving your money to sleep. Oh, yeah. Loving your money to sleep. Oh, yeah.
He killed it, bro. That song is, I like that song.
Oh, bro. I love that fucking song.
I can't replay that song too much because I'll literally feel like I'm playing the radio, though.
Yeah, that's so true, though.
I mean, people were saying Hitmaker and Ty Dolla $ign song was like a cheat code, you know?
It is a
Here's
cheat
little
code.
write-up, here's an extra song.
It is a cheat code.
I mean, I think in that fault, whatever, when I was looking online, he said that it was almost like a big homie. It was like a big homie thing with like 2 Chainz. So he just kind of hooked him up. The verse was like on the low. Hopefully that's true because it kind of just sounds like he's just kind of, if it's not, it's kind of like a cop out.
That's something I think is, it seems like his connections are genuine. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have a gang of features for a debut album. I feel like a lot of artists do everything in their power to find all the biggest fucking artists.
Does he produce?
I don't think so. But I think he's a tastemaker regardless, man, because ghostwriting is like production in itself. Structuring a song like that, like, what caliber writer do you have to be to write for someone like Jack Harlow? Jack can spit, bro.
Yeah.
I fuck with the boy.
I mean, especially, so coming up as an artist, being early in the game, I feel like it would take a lot for someone to write for you.
And to be okay with it?
Yeah, I'd be like, no, bro,
and
I'm upcoming.
And it's public now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
it almost takes a little bit out of Jack Harlow, but then his album dropped today, and I don't know. Have you listened to that?
No, but I heard it's fucking fire, though.
It's good.
I heard it's fire. But I think that's a great point you say is like, what caliber of writer do you have to be to make an up-and-coming artist like Jack Harlow be okay with you fixing the song?
First song. Yeah. You'd have to be pretty nice,
Pretty
bro.
fucking
Say
nice with
some
it.
nice shit.
I guarantee we dig deep. We're gonna find songs that you're like, I didn't even know he wrote that.
Oh, 5 years from now,
Definitely.
especially, he's
Absolutely.
gonna. Yo, but how does that make you feel for like a Quentin Miller? Because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was so disrespected. Quentin has gone on record in an interview being like, that Drake and Meek shit fucked my life up.
I'm pretty sure I'm convinced that he got paid out or some shit for the time. I don't know.
Not enough. No, he
To
talked about it.
keep quiet.
It fucked his shit. Yeah. But
I
him
mean,
and Drake
why
had a
didn't
cool
he?
relationship.
If
Him and Drake had a cool relationship, and that Meek shit fucked their relationship. Drake never went to Quentin again, obviously.
Why would you?
Why would you? It's embarrassing.
You
And
can't.
then other people, no one else was coming to him. It was fucked up. And now we got artists like Simba, and it's all cool. It's all gravy. People are
was-
talking about it like it's nothing.
But Simba's doing his own shit.
That's
He
when
is.
ghostwriting
So-
became okay for the game, though.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Nicki Minaj
Miller
was getting
couldn't-
ghostwrited for, like.
He couldn't make it himself.
Quentin Miller couldn't do that.
That's true.
Like, you heard the reference.
That's always-
track.
that is
That's what
definitely the
pisses me
argument.
off
Well,
is,
see, but also the industry got Simba, Drake got Quentin.
yeah.
So, as Drake does, keeps that shit tucked.
But Drake's got camps.
I
of
hope
writers.
he was getting fed, bro.
Well,
Like,
he
Drake
was,
feeding-
though.
For a little
There was-
bit.
there
For a little
was
bit.
literally- So Drake, I don't know if anyone knows this, but Drake, well, I'm sure people out there know this. I don't know if you two know this. Drake was writing for like Dr. Dre and all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
He was
I do
at
know
those
that.
camps. Like he was writing.
That's
like,
wild.
And so like
He wrote 48 hours?
Ye.
For Ye?
Yeah. He's wrote for other people. So he's witnessed what
I mean,
those
he
camps
has
do.
bars, like,
right? He
congratulations.
witnesses-
Like,
Yeah.
he has good.
Of course.
He witnesses
can
what
write.
those camps. So, can you imagine just being a group of artists? Let's say us three. They're like, "Yo, come write for me," and we get matched up with a bunch of other people that can bar out. Everyone there is gonna be like, "Yo, I'm gonna make some shit that will top this," and you're gonna fucking look at me and fucking make me next up. You know?
Yeah,
what
and
I
I'll
mean?
get the fucking track.
Yeah, and I'll get the track and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's
so
crazy to think about, bro.
It's just a mindset, and I will say this: you hear those Quentin Miller reference tracks, those weren't hot.
Yeah, it's
No.
crazy. Drake bodied them.
That's what I'm saying. It takes it, and that's no.
But like
diss
it
to
was like
Quentin.
I feel like most of it was the production and mastering though, because his voice was like not as hard. It didn't hit as hard on the tracks.
That's true. He got 40 in them to produce it and shit.
and like, yeah, and the
But at the end of the day, even an
That's what
iPhone clip,
makes
even an
Drake,
iPhone
though.
clip of niggas rapping on the street though, if there's 6 niggas and one of them really bars out and
You
it's
can
like and it's
tell.
got the cadence like Pop Smoke, like
It
people,
will just pop
it's like
out.
the way people fuck with Pop Smoke.
he was
You like the way that I move, bro. I do not know, and I
Where
love
did that come
Fivio,
from?
but I do not know what it would look like for Fivio right now. Actually, he was a right hand man, so they both be winning. But I do not know if his uprise would be the same. All the features that Fivio's getting right now, Pop would have probably got.
Yeah.
He probably would have been on the Hit Boy song with Sean.
Yep.
Like
Oh, 100%.
100%, bro.
Did you guys ever see that old clip with that kid getting bullied? That was actually Pop Smoke.
What? No?
Yeah. You guys gotta watch this. I didn't realize it, but there was a viral video of this kid getting bullied.
What?
It's actually Pop Smoke. And then a few years back, Pop Smoke got his ass. So
What?
caught him lacking.
On a video, on video too.
On video, both.
Oh, I love it.
What? On video both? That's fucking crazy, bro.
Fuck bullies.
Yeah, ain't no bullying around here. And if you getting cyberbullied, bro, close your laptop.
Show me.
No, I'm just kidding. It ain't that easy always. It ain't that easy always. But hey,
Oh, man.
Hey, that's what Tyler Creed said. He just get off the
Get
internet,
the fuck
bro.
off the-
Like what?
Yeah, I
You
do find
cyberbully, just
myself.
get the vlog the fuck up.
Like, my new thing is try not to get in these rabbit holes. These are real ass things.
these
where
are
my
real
emo-
ass things.
My emotions get all stirred up, and I'm like, dude, why?
I know I'm about to go fight for Vaughn. Fucking A, bro. I'm mad now. I'm fucking, but yo, back to the album. Before we move on to the next song, can I bring something up?
What's up?
And this goes back to the industry thing, and this is what I mean is I get what he's trying to do. I fucking do. But I'm sick of Christian Louboutins. They're not even that one. They ain't that crazy expensive. Girl, if you falling for a rapper because he can afford you a pair of $700 shoes, surprise, niggas pay more for their SBs.
It's the red bottom, bro.
It's the red bottom. Fuck. Like, I'm so sick of hearing of it. It's not because they're not cool or anything like that. I'm sick of hearing about it because if there's one thing that shows that you're fucking not tasteless, but going for mainstream shit, it's only talking about mainstream shit. Versace and the same shit. I used to trap all night, so to cop the off-white. Like, I am sick of hearing about that shit, man. My nigga Virgil donated $50 during the worst of worst times. Come the fuck on, dog. I ain't even mad that shit. And like, I ain't even mad on that, but I'm saying I'm sick of hearing that shit.
Virgil discount.
You get at me with some, you get at me like Lupe did years in advance. Gold watch. Y'all niggas just on Go Yard right now. Look up the cool. When did that come out? 2008, 9? I like Daitik candles and Marahashi sandals and Dita sunglasses, purple murder surface samples. I like false t-shirts. Dover Street is off the handle. Such a good designer. Junior Watanabe. God damn you. I like Yoji Yamamoto and a Max Roach solo. Leather Gucci belts and Gucci Brotherhood polos. I like Mont Blanc pens and moleskin papers. I like Go Yard bags and green now or laters. Come the fuck on. 2007.
And the way he switched up.
And that was Lupe. Y'all niggas just got on Go Yard 3 years ago.
Hey man, go watch my shit. When he switched up the hook from his like
crazy.
Come on.
That shit, I mean, I never had really a designer like that, so I can't really be saying that shit. If anyone hearing this, maybe send me some shit so I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? But there's some bitch out there right now saying fuck Jordans and shit though. Just the same shit though.
It's the same shit,
Yo,
dog.
It all comes in circles, man.
It all definitely comes in circles. Not saying that Christian will be out, but
What makes a designer some shit designer? Really?
It depends.
You probably some old ass white Italian dude back
cost,
in 1940.
clout, and one
And
famous person wearing
He
it.
made this leather ass shoe bag, and then now some, I think just corporation.
There's like
America just took it
artists,
over.
like like I don't know. It's really all in your eyes, right?
That's
Somebody
true
wants
because
to
you
buy
said
it.
Well, like and like what's
Paint
dope about
splatters
what's
are-
dope is that even the way he rapped it, Junior Watanabe, you do know that, you just don't know you do. That's Comme des Garçons. So you do know that.
Way before anyone's wearing those
I do, but I
fucking
don't
hard
because I've
hoodies.
never had
Hard
any
cardigans.
Comme des
You don't
Garçons.
have it, but you know what it is,
So
and like
someone,
that's
someone send me some Comme des Garçons.
She said, "Hey, Comme des Garçons, we are looking for
Comme des
sponsors.
Garçons.
No shit.
And I know
We'll bring
Comme
that
des
shit
Garçons
back
and
in."
Converse, bro. I don't want that shit.
I mean, even with like Fear of God right now, I'm wearing a Essentials hoodie because this shit is comfy as fuck. And Jerry,
You're wearing
Lorenzo's
the
feeling
beanie
it.
too, bro,
Yeah,
to
I'm wearing
match?
the beanie too.
Dude, this
Wait,
dude
hey, it's to
always-
the side though, not to
dude.
the show.
Hey man, yo, hey, I'm
I
all
ain't
I'm all
flexing.
for it. Yo,
It's
shout out to the designer companies though. I've been trying to support a little smaller because those niggas got hella bread to eat.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm rocking. I got a little maybe tomorrow hat on right now. Shout out these LA fools. This is some quality. But hey, let's move forward though because I'm not mad at him talking about the Christian shit because I wrote on my notes. This is maybe that's what he wants. It's a radio play. It's a radio song. And it's perfect for the radio. Like he's playing to two different crowds.
You want Lil Uzi? Balenci. I think he said it like 27 times. I
That's
think I
true.
counted it.
Or Gucci Gang.
Just to get back on your point though, before we move on too far, the whole Jordan thing, bitches like people are so mad about Jordans, but they're timeless silhouettes. Like think about this:
He
if
had
a
to come
Jordan
back.
1
Bro, I
came
love
out
Jordan,
today,
bro.
you'd shit your pants.
Yeah.
Or a Jordan 3 came out today, you'd shit your pants if you've never seen it before. I mean, think about how hard it is for these. The only person that's really making shoes out are new
Okay, I'm
is
really.
Ye. Really?
Yeah.
That
I'm
people
really,
are fucking with. Even
How do
Cuddy-
people get mad at the
Cuddy just
Continental?
came
That
out-
shit
Jordan
fire.
even designed Jordans.
No,
No,
not really.
Tinker is that god.
What the fuck?
Tinker
is
really that
Yeah,
god.
See, that's what I'm saying,
Yo,
bro.
when
At
we
the end
got
of the
the
day,
Concords,
it's some made up.
Tinker really that god.
It's really some
2010,
shit, bro.
They really should be called the Tinker one.
Yeah,
not,
but
even-
no,
not
no,
the
no,
ones,
no.
but the threes, right? From 3
Oh.
forward, or all of them, and the ones.
He helped.
Oh,
So
they
they're
should just be called the
shoes-
Tinkers.
Yeah, they're just shoes made for.
Hey,
these
but you got them
people.
Tinker highs.
It's
Yo.
really just Jordan playing basketball what made these
Well,
shoes.
duh.
Yeah. Oh
Obviously.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You want to be like him.
I'm not
man.
hating on Jordan. I fucking love Jordans, bro. I'm just.
All I'm saying is like those, but the silhouettes are
government,
timeless.
bro.
So for people
No.
to say that, they're just like, oh, it's
I'm on our
overhyped.
cousin Andrew
But
shit right
people
now.
are those are the exact same people when their brand they fuck with becomes like popular, they stop fucking rocking with it.
It's
These
true.
Exact same people.
Hey,
That they just
man.
want to be like, oh no, I'm different. It's like, nah, man, you just didn't really love that shit.
It's true. As
Talking
a
about I'm
motherfucker.
different. Here's I'm
I'm
different.
different.
Yo, do
Fucking.
you like Cuddy shoes?
No.
See, that's weird, right? Because I was looking
Hey, get at me, fool! I had a pair of 301 Hurricane Game shoes back in the day.
Bro, it's
Reeboks?
probably because he went through some
The
cheap
Dadas
ass
with the
shoe
spin-
maker.
I had them Hurricane Games, bro. Get at me! I was pulling up to fucking Woodlawn in them Hurricane Games.
What about them Shacks? He makes some affordable
Or those-
shoes, bro, at Marshall's.
Hey, the Marburys though. Shout out to Stephen Marbury because that was an admirable thing that he really tried to change the game with them $15 shoes for the boys in the hood.
Yeah.
That's real.
The Dadas with the spinners, y'all remember that?
Dadas. Oh God, bro. Yo, you about to make me fuck up. I'm about to go up and get some fucking potty eyes and some fucking some fucking creative. Hey, where the creative Rex at? Hey, where all my African brothers with the creative Rex?
I have too many friends that wear creative Rex. So I can't lie.
Hey, homies still wearing creative Rex? They still sell those?
No, I know people that wear them, and it was a cool looking shoe.
People would go to Marshall and dead ass spend $75 on a pair of creative Rex instead of the extra 25 to just get something known.
My friend Tony would fucking say, "Cool little Wayne shoes."
Cool Lil Wayne shoes. No. Oh, the Jeremy Scotts though.
No, I can't do that.
Looking like Icarus. Get the fuck out of here.
So what other things on this? Because I know I literally
She wanna fuck me, but you just don't wanna fuck me. Fuck me, but don't
Ain't,
wanna
ain't
fuck me.
saying shit. You said you weren't a fan of that. I thought it was cool that he was talking his shit a little bit, even though it was funny. He's like, I've been fucking Karens, I'm talking blonde hair. They don't say none of that racist shit around here.
I love that line.
Yeah.
Karen.
It was like a warning shot. And he's surviving at all costs. What we learned about is he's lost hella family this year. And by family, I mean friends and shit. Some of his best, closest peers. Gone, smoked. Like 3 or so. And then even one of his homies he was there for fucking the day that his homie passed, then that homie had a kid on the way. And then like the same week that his kid was born, his homie's mom went into a fucking coma. Had a heart attack, technically died for 30 minutes, then went into a coma for 2 weeks. Homie's had a really fucking hard year. So that's what really, really brings me back is like, yo, am I mad at him for wanting to get that bag? Because if LeBron's telling you, you're next up. If Two Chainz is telling you you're next up, I'm rapping some nice radio cuts up.
Well, yeah, because you're not gonna waste the moment.
I'm not going full Uchiwali, but I'm rapping some shit up. I'm rapping some shit up, you know? I really liked at the end, I think the most impactful song of all the relationship songs, I really like that Made For You. I actually think it's his. You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
I actually thought it was his best writing on the whole album.
Reason being is because like I don't like thinking. I don't know, man. It's a hard one. It's like if you're made for someone, I get it. Like he kept relapsing his prior issues with his relationship 2 songs prior. That's why it felt a little like overbearing to me. It's just like, man, this sounds like you're just
repetitive,
just being a nigga.
I didn't say that.
Hey, but I'm saying it. You didn't say it. I'm saying it. I know what you mean. He's like, pick up other girls in your car. How trifling. That's nigga shit. That is. He's like, I pick up other girls in your cars. How trifling. But I really like when he was like, used to bring home to your with hopes that it would suffice it. Trying to brainwash you with my vices. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I liked it because he really brought home like, it's hard to make it work.
It is hard to make it work, but it ain't no Kevin Hart.
But don't be a fucking street nigga.
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was like the best song to do.
It is true. After that song, it's hard to rap about that shit with that depth, bro. Because that song knocked out the park. J. Cole is a topic killer, and not like in the way that like in a bad way. Like he will dead it. Yeah. Love Yours. I never need to hear another song about appreciating my life. Yeah. As far as like being like, don't be jealous of other people's shit. Yeah. Because J. Cole has covered the box.
And Kevin Hart, even had Kevin Hart in the fucking music video.
I know. I couldn't believe that, bro.
When I saw it, I'm like, this is fake. And I was like, no.
I thought it was a fan video.
Yeah. And it was actually Kevin Hart. And just,
yeah,
like,
he did go all the way there.
Like when he was taking a piss at the stall, he didn't even wash his hands.
It's just such simple shit. Like when he's like, all the love you give, I could never hate you. Just like simple shit. Yep. I think even if it wasn't the most enjoyable song, I think it's his best writing on the whole album.
Because it sounds all self-inflicted, and I get it's hard sometimes, but I'm just like.
But it does sound self-inflicted. I feel that. But you're like, come on, bro. He just had a
song about it, like 2 songs earlier. You know what I mean? Talking about his vices with that.
Hey man got a lot of problems.
Okay, all right, cool, fair enough.
So when I was listening to that span of 3 songs, I don't know. I had kind of mixed feelings too because it did sound kind of repetitive, but it did bring back more of that realness right after I listened to that Ty Dolla $ign track, and a little bit of the first track kind of had that, I wouldn't say industry feel to it, but just kind of shit that we've been so accustomed to hearing around this new age rap. You know what I mean? So when I heard these songs, I don't know. I appreciated it more. I liked the album more, not necessarily the songs more, if that made sense. It kind of just overall, it sounded more real. I don't know.
If you could cut the love songs, which love songs would you cut? Out of the 4, or out of the 3, or whatever. And if you did cut them, do you think that song would have been more impactful and better to you?
Which ones are you talking about? We Tried, Ain't Saying Shit, and It's Got It.
I think We Tried.
We Tried, Gotta Love It.
Made For You. I get rid of Made For You.
You think
I know
you would keep?
love Made For You.
You would get rid of it?
I get rid of
Really? You think it's too? What's the word?
it. Too close.
Contradicting?
Yeah. Not even contradicting. It's just too.
Is it because you heard the other one first?
Yeah.
Or
Well, because I went in order.
Well, what if none of them existed
Yeah,
and
what
only
if-
Made For You was there?
what if you heard him
That'd be
at
enough.
different just points
You
in
think
time?
Made For You would have been enough?
Yeah, it would have been enough because like there is a struggle. I get it, and I'm not saying like, yo, like don't cater to me.
Of course, of course.
But I personally just was like, it's a little much for this one topic.
Yeah. He beat a dead horse.
Yeah, it's raps. You know, it's your principles, right? Responsibilities and principles. And I get like your relationship is 100% your responsibility.
I think he
But
could have
your
flipped it. He could have
principles
replaced
are
one of those songs with a song about just his kid.
There you
Yeah,
go.
because he's a father.
Yeah, he is a father.
Shout
I do
out
like the
fatherhood
small
rappers,
I do
man.
like the small bars about it.
Yeah, he
about
looks
his
just
kid.
like me.
Yeah. And like, you know,
That's true. I wish he did incorporate a whole song almost about
yeah,
being a dad.
I would love that.
Being
I
a
think
dad
that
is the
would-
one
Especially
that-
right now, that would have hit. A lot of relevant artists, a lot of our favorite artists are finally having children.
That would have hit. For
You know,
me,
that would have hit.
everything.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe Miss Smart.
That probably was the only bar probably was the bar that did hit for you. You're like, my son.
Yeah, my son.
Yes. Yo, I'm going on to my fucking cut and pass the next 2 songs.
You just pass it.
Cut.
Oh,
Cut.
oh, okay.
So
I hate Get Out the Trap. Hate it. I could not stand it. It's just basic. Like the lyrics are just basic. Even for
Okay, I
the
understand that.
second track is cool, and the chorus is chill.
What about Follow Me? We can see. Because I agree with you.
Couldn't.
like
I
Fat-
couldn't.
you don't like Follow
I
Me
couldn't
either.
stand it, bro.
Fuck with Follow Me.
I like it too.
You
I
know
like
why?
that song too.
'Cause usually most people drop one verse and stop, but he was like, "Nah, I'm getting it on everything."
I do. Hey, okay. I like the structure of Follow Me.
Follow Me was.
I like how
dope.
they just were like
It's back and forth.
all
back and
over the
forth.
fucking place.
Yep.
That was cool. That felt organic. But I hated
Well,
that
and the
chorus,
Too
bro.
Short, bro.
She wanna fuck me and don't even follow
Just
me.
wanna fuck me, don't even follow me.
Fuck
But
me
that-
and don't even
that
follow
was
me.
the
Like
most
that
basic
is
thing.
literally so fucking basic, bro.
It's
oh
bae,
my
bro.
fucking
It's bae as
God,
fuck.
bro. That's so basic though. She wanna
Perfect
fuck
song
me
for
and don't even
Moneybag
follow
Yo
me.
though and OT Genesis.
Moneybag killed it though.
Yeah,
Too short.
he did.
Moneybag
And
didn't
Too
kill
Short.
lyrically, but he was just his voice was perfect. All right, I'm gonna stop real quick. Let's stop on the album talk, cause this is where I wanna lay down a rose
Okay,
and smell the roses.
definitely.
I was so happy that Too Short was on this album.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't like his contribution,
I'm gonna smack the cash out.
I think that the Bay is sorely disrespected in terms of legend talk. And usually we do Smell the Roses as a single person. And for those who have tuned in the past, we used to do rap Rushmore, but we think Smell the Roses is a little easier, a little more applicable to more than just rap too. This time it's not just about a single person, it's about an entire region. I think that the Bay Area is disrespected in terms of how impactful and how many great artists come from it, bro. And like, for instance, bro, I think if Mac Dre lived 2 more years, not even 5, just 2 more years, the whole world would have known his name. And it's fucked up that they don't.
They should already.
They should know his fucking name.
I mean, but then there's like that's the one thing too is like they should. Hopefully he would have evolved as an artist as well. I mean, maybe you don't even need to because I mean, look at E40.
Oh, yeah.
Bass sound. But, like,
42, 40 don't get fucking respected
Same with
either.
Juicy J. He still sounds the same, but he's still hard.
Yuck Mouth.
And Larry June. Larry June has been on a monster rip.
Yep.
Past
Monster.
5 years, been a untouchable Bay artist. And y'all niggas want to talk about G-Eazy?
The Pack.
The fuck
was
outta here
very
with that.
Influential to me.
A-Team. Pat. Bro.
Andre
You got
Nicotina.
Perp.
Andre.
I got Grapes.
Andre
Keek the
Nicotina,
Sneak.
Keek the Sneak, Mr.
That
Fab,
most epic voice.
Mr. FAB.
Yo,
was
FAB
from
said
the
Hyphy was
Bay,
dead
right?
though. He did say Hyphy was dead. He was like one of the first fucking rappers to be like, Hyphy's dead.
Because you let it die.
It's true.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all could have been the defib. That's what got me hot, is that they let themselves, they let it die. Yo.
Dad.
Yes.
One of my favorite artists right now.
Thank you.
Bro, Tupac.
Pac was.
Pac is from the Bay, technically.
Yes,
right?
technically, yes. We talked about this, bro. Is that he was bigger than the Bay, though, and that's why he just was like, West Side? Because
Yeah,
he
took
repped
over
an
the whole West
entire
Side.
fucking continent. He repped, not continent, an entire half of the
He
country.
went the coast.
He was like, this is a coast. This is us. This is a whole motherfucking movement. And like,
yeah, he brought Oregon in there, too.
yeah, he's like, the whole West Coast. We all out here. West Coast.
That's how I felt. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, hey, thank you, dog.
Included in this, Tupac.
Exactly. We're all on this left
we're
side.
literally the middle child, though.
Yes, no one wants us.
For sure.
It's crazy to think
Oregon gets no love.
Oregon is definitely a middle child to Washington,
Big time.
Seattle, and what's crazy is it's just Seattle in Washington, and then all of the cities in California. But I remember the first time being in California, just every city felt like a different state, and it was like there's so many different people, so much different like culture within it, and then that's what's a little saddening sometimes, that I feel like the culture out here is somewhat lacking.
Musically, it is, bro. No one supports
Anybody.
No Portlandia. This is.
But it's hard to.
It's weird out here, bro.
Well, like, what are you rapping about out here, right? Nothing.
The rain.
Emotion, bro.
Start rapping about rain.
Like, emotion, that ain't not a bad thing, though.
It ain't a bad thing, but I will say that like we're not in it. We're not in the field as much as per se.
We're
some
starting
other
to,
places.
though. I feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, sadly, the whole
Yo,
world
Amine's
knows
fucking
about
killing
us.
it. I don't care what
because-
anyone says.
Shout out to Mine, his deluxe, Limbo
Fool.
Deluxe. That
Killing
shit's
it.
hard. Has a track with Valet, Saba.
We have talent out here, though, bro. People think that we don't, but we do. Solomon, fucking Lawrence, 503, fucking
Dante Thomas.
Dante
you got
Thomas,
Amine,
Baca, Amine, Soup,
what's that milk dude?
like Milk, that fucking,
Oh,
yeah,
his
shout
name's
out
Milk.
Blanco, fool, fucking nasty as a fuck. Like,
Corey
we
B.
have some talent. Corey B. We got homies, Corey, fucking K. Wayne. My cousin, my fucking own blood. Like, we got mad talent out here, bro.
It's just very
Myself. No, I'm
underrepresented.
just-
I think it's just very underrepresented.
Mad underrepresented. And like, people don't realize there is a whole circuit of artists waiting to blow up here. I mean, let's just resurface back to the fact that Dante Thomas, his feature on the Redville album made it to Tyler the Creator's best songs of 2020. That means something.
It means a lot.
And what I think it is Oregon artists, we may not have the same things to rap about, but we're touched in, we're tuned in. People here, they're human, is what it is. I think that's what Portland rap
Just get
is.
your sound,
It's human. It's connected. It's to the core. And I think that's a lot of Northwest music. You know, speaking of Northwest, you know, we'll get through the Simba album, but the next album is a Northwest artist, and that's why I think that's where the writing shines through on that. Is even though production I think isn't as crazy, Northwest artists will always have this next level gift of, I think, being in tune with themselves, because I think at the core most Northwest artists are fucking introverts. So they're really they look inward rather than outside.
I feel like you're kind of right in a sense, because going back to the SYMBA'S album, I really like that he incorporated his Bay Area big homie Too Short on the album too, along with the next album that we're going to talk about. He has the only song on it is from another Seattle native too, or Northwest native. Yeah, sorry. So
before we move to that, what did you guys like give this album?
oh, what the rating?
Wait.
What
My
about
bad.
the last track though? We
Okay.
gotta talk about the last.
My
Did you
bad.
like the last track?
The last track is my favorite song.
I was gonna say I really like.
I think the last track is what sounds like most
Simba.
like him. That makes me think I want a whole album this back again.
Yeah.
It sounds like his true sound. He hella killed it. It really had that boom
There's a
bap
great outro
vibe.
track.
But I do have to call him out on one thing, especially as a Northwest nigga.
coming from
20 G's on 10 P's? $20,000 on 10 pounds, fam? I
Bro,
pay.
you don't even smoke anymore.
I don't even smoke no more. But I hit my
booty.
phone right now. 900 a P of the gas. 1,100 max price for my circle of the gas.
This dude smoking moon
gas,
rocks
gas.
from Pluto, bro.
And that shit
He's on Pluto.
11,000. That's it. 11,000 would
I mean,
be
I
it
hope
for
he's
20
talking,
pounds.
I hope he's talking about like some yay or some shit, but that would
Nah,
be
that'd
too
be
cheap.
an immense amount of fucking cocaine.
That'd be too cheap.
That'd be too
Yeah,
cheap
be
for
insane.
20 pounds of cocaine.
we don't gotta do the math on
Maybe
that.
he
He's
smokes
for sure.
salvia or
No,
something.
he's
How
for
about
sure. You said he's talking about salvia.
Maybe he does
But
spice.
God,
I don't know.
I am so sorry. Whoever the fuck is your plug, shout out to the plug, because they came up on your ass.
Yeah, you better hit him up.
They are eating, bro.
Yo, hit Simba
Yo,
up.
Simba, come up to Portland. I got you, bro. 20
Do not
pounds
spend
for 11K. You
that
know what?
advance.
12K, because I know you got the fucking money and I deserve a K a cutoff.
Stop spending that Columbia
Yo,
advance on
please
some
stop
weed,
spending
bro.
your shit on weed, because you said 20 G's on 10 pounds.
The
God, I
label-
hope you're talking about something else.
Bro, the label
No, but it's a
let you
different-
keep your money, but you can't be just be spending it like
It's
that.
a different section, man. I bet you out in different places. It is
Hey,
possible.
niggas got shippers, man.
No, I mean,
They do. They end up.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
but
exactly,
he's
man.
from the Bay though. So if you're from the Bay, you know,
Yo,
just
everything's
the weed
expensive
out
in the
there
Bay.
is.
Everything's
Okay,
expensive,
yeah.
but I would make the drive to Portland to save $9,000.
The I-5 corridor.
Yes, I would. I
Okay,
would.
alright,
I would.
well, okay, all right. Okay.
You said don't incriminate yourself.
We ain't doing this. We ain't Vlad TV.
Yeah, we ain't
So,
Vlad. Hey, no feds here. But yo, album score, 3.8. Not solid enough to get a 4 because there's enough that I could cut off of it. Without the songs that I didn't like, I would bump it to a 4 though.
Okay.
I think it's just got a little bit of bloat. Is if I could put it anything, I'd say it's bloat. Some of it.
I give it a 3.25.
Yeah.
Since we on some decimal shit.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but honestly, not enough to really play it back that much.
I play back Big Homie. I
Big
play
Homie-
back Reality
Big
Is.
Homie and Reality. Those are the ones you
And I
saw.
play the outro back.
And Touch the Sky. Those 3.
3 to 4 songs I play back. So I think in that range is just fine.
Yeah.
That's not bad actually.
Not at all, especially at a 5.
I do a 3 because I'm not out here being like Simba, which
You're not passing it to people. Is what you mean.
Simba.
Damn, and that's a hard thing to think about too. Is his name is Simba.
The fuck.
You want to be like, I'm doing on this album.
Yeah, I can't take you. Even though your name's Simba, I can't give you Cole.
Damn.
Cole is Simba.
That is true. Cole is Simba. That's like people trying to call LaMelo Mello.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. We already got a Simba. Nah, but cool people, man. With that being said, I think it's different this time. I've said that and been like, oh, I didn't walk away really being crazy about it. But
There's something there.
there's something there.
I think the Bay's in good hands
Yeah.
in terms of
Oh, yeah.
kind of more of the industry.
I'm
side
surprised
of
he
things.
didn't get a G-Eazy feature. To be honest.
Or Larry June.
I'm
Or Larry
glad.
June. I'm glad. Actually, I am, but
And
it
I Am
depends. It
Sue.
depends
Oh,
on.
It
It
depends.
depends.
I am Sue,
Bro,
bro.
legend.
40,
Bay
yeah.
legend.
You get E4. Why didn't you get E40 on this?
I don't know.
You get E40 on anything. That's what's
Yeah.
awesome.
Should have
about
got
him.
Susie.
You can
Shoulda
get him
got
on
young
anything.
Susie. He
It's
shoulda
awesome.
got
I'm
young
not
Susie.
saying like in a bad way, but he goes on.
Especially in the
anything.
Bay, yeah.
He goes on anything.
I mean,
Literally.
also it would depend on which version of
He's
G-Eazy
on
you
go.
got, bro. If you got Static Selector style G-Eazy, all day.
Yeah.
Young Gerald coming hot as a bullet straight out the gun barrel. Like
No, he spits.
he spits when he wants to. Little greaser looking dude,
Yeah.
Little
Straight
greasy
outsider.
looking dude.
Yeah.
looking
Yeah,
like
but he
from the
doesn't
outsider book.
he's just not
represent the
about that.
Bay
He's
though.
just
When
not
I think of the
about
Bay Area, I'm not thinking of G.
G-Eazy's more Bay than you think,
Yeah,
though.
the Bay
Is what's
rocks
crazy.
with
The
him.
Bay rocks with him tough,
Okay.
and E40's his big homie to the point where G-Eazy doesn't release an album without giving it to 40 first and saying, "Listen to it. What do you want to be on?"
They
40
are-
and 40 listens to the whole album and picks a song to be on every album.
Is he on every album of his?
Yeah.
I think one song on every album. And that's on some big homie shit because G-Eazy's like, I ain't validated unless 40 validates it.
Because 40's kind of out there.
That's
He's
That's
big.
kind of tight,
I
right?
fuck with that. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
shit
That's
hard.
kind of tight, right? Like,
I mean, since we were in diapers. 40's been out there.
You gotta fuck with that for sure. But man, we talking about their region. Let's talk about our region, Northwest.
Oh, we gonna claim Seattle.
I mean,
It's close enough,
fuck them
man.
niggas, man. They want us now at this point. We got Portland big now. I'm just kidding.
Because of these protests.
I
bro.
know,
Seriously.
fucking A. But
Sadly.
this Day B album, man, I am
So who's Dave B?
mixed.
Who's Dave B? And what's his album called, man?
Is
Delicate.
delicate.
On some Russ album artwork.
Yeah,
kinda type
really
shit.
real minimal shit. This was a pretty surprise drop, and I applaud him. I think he dropped it on Tuesday, classic drop date instead of the Friday. A little different. Man, I really liked the album for the most part, but as a Dave B fan, his last album was Blue, and he demolished that last album to the point where kind of didn't live up to the bar, in my opinion. But I don't want to bring that bias action here, so I don't want to kick it off.
Well, it sucks because that bias action is it's just human nature. So
I sent you a couple songs
sent
from
me
his
a couple
last
songs
project
before we talked to, or a little bit ago, from Blue, BLEU, and it honestly made me not like this album more because I wanted those two songs that you showed me off of that other album. And I don't hate that at all, but
There were moments, but there wasn't like, I know you said you didn't want to kick off, but I will say there were moments that made me really intrigued. But there were also moments that like this wasn't captured right. There was something wrong. It was the angle of the photo that just wasn't captured right. I know we're probably gonna go track by track, but there was only probably like one song that I probably will run back.
What is it off top?
Lone.
that's my favorite one too.
I think that started a 4-song stretch. I really like the album from that point
You
on.
like Melodies from Heaven too?
How about
I was
that?
hoping for Melodies from Heaven
Because of the
too.
name.
No, just the start of like the beat, and I was like, okay. And even like Fool Me Twice was pretty, like had high hopes. There's moments in here where I feel like, and mind you, this is my introduction to him, so
Same.
not,
So I haven't heard anything.
I will send you his
besides
last
a
album
couple-
because I think you'll like his
a
last
couple of
album
songs
more.
from Blue, they were really
Yeah,
dope.
like Darling. Darling is the shit from Blue. Like he's like, I had my first heartbreak when the Sonic split. Like that shit hit me. I was like, damn,
bro,
that's
you try to
fire.
take out my Blazers, I'm fucking riding.
That's the fuck I mean. I was like, dog, like
I am riding.
that's what I mean. Like what did he say? He said, I got my first Fupa jacket in '96. I had my first heartbreak when the Sonic split. He said, I got my first 12-inch. It was Mary Jane in the background. And he's like, and to this day, when I play, it don't sound the same. Like he said, drunk off vices, Fiji water, pussy, vodka, nigga, you get it. Like he fucking goes in on the old album.
Yeah.
And so it definitely brings to this light where I'm like, man, I don't know, something was off. I think it was the production, because even Malibu, it gave me this like Code of the Friend vibe.
That was a terrible intro.
It
I
was-
did not like that.
You thought it
intro.
was too
It
slow?
was so slow.
I liked it.
You liked it?
I liked it.
I liked it because I like Code of the Friend, but I could see it being super
I
non-enticing.
almost feel like he should have started that 4-song stretch, started Lone off almost with the intro.
Alone would have worked because of
That'd
quarantine.
pissed me off.
Because you
didn't
would
like
have hated
that?
the second half being dull.
I would have hated the rest of the album.
Yeah.
Damn. Well,
That's all construction,
Malibu,
right? But
I liked the way he was still rapping though. He's like, SOS, catch my breath, I need a rest. Stuck on that, I might love you like a check. Like it's just calm. It was a calm intro.
Yeah.
I was hoping though.
it was good vibes. to
So,
get me in.
in the second verse, there's an 8-bar reversal though, where the whole beat switches for 8 bars. That shit was so fire. And then it switches back to the normal beat. And I was like, no! After I got to 8 bars, I literally rewinded the first time. I was like, wait, hold on.
Let me get back this.
Bring that back.
Cause he ain't Frank.
And then I was like, bro, why didn't you keep the reverse for the next 8 bars of that fucking verse? Like, just end it on that fucking reverse.
He's not Frank.
Like, and he just, he didn't. I literally wanted to loop that part back forever. Like, I was like, yo,
That did kind of ruin the song.
that's it. Yeah, because it went back to the regular slow, like the normal meh beat. The beat was just meh. It was on some like Code of the Friend type beat on YouTube shit. Like, and nothing against YouTube producers, man. We all doing that. Like, but then we get to the next one, and this is where like my whole like being a fan from the past really kicked in. It's called And Again 2.
That's what, yeah.
He straight Marshall Mathers
That's
LP
my
2
second
that
favorite
shit.
song. That's
Where like
his choruses.
I liked it, but like, see, and this is why it's great. You go first because I have a bias. So you tell me what you like about that song.
Well, I mean, so in general, I think him and Simba. I mean, I like to draw similarities between the two albums that we're reviewing. Their choruses are fire, dude. This dude's melody, Dave B. I'm talking about his choruses are fire, and again, dude. I have to bring up that bar that you brought
I say
up.
the flows don't lace.
I have to show. That's what I. Bro, like I have to send you
Rap
again.
that bar,
Part
though.
one. I love the chorus. First off, too, I agree with that.
Course is amazing.
The song didn't meet the bar for a sequel though, because it's and again too. The first album is like again and again and again, like it's so fire, and like. So this is a producer note. I thought the production needed more transition energy. Like there was no risers that kicked out to me. I needed a harder kick with maybe a little more intense side chaining to bring, like to
just
really
kept it
bring that slap to the
super simple.
forefront.
Super
It's just so simple. But I did like
That's
when
what I
he was
loved
like,
about
he
it,
was
though.
like, and I sing like Usher, and he was like, she got new confessions. I don't like what's in my supper. Took some L's and bounced back. Everything is on the up. And people don't realize that he's spitting because he really keeps that happy cadence. But if you think about it, like, she talked about confessions, and he talks about Usher, and then he says she got new confessions. I don't like what's in my supper, and he's talking about like, cause it's a tough what she's telling him is a tough pill to swallow. So like, I don't like what's in my supper. Like, I don't like what you're feeding me.
I read that as I don't like what's
Supper.
in my what's up her like
What's supper, and that's what I mean. That's even more. That's even iller. And then he said, took some L's and bounced back. Everything is on the up, like a bouncing ball. You know what I mean? Like that's fire, and that's so subtle, and that's where I really like him, and I actually think that he's a better writer than Coda the Friend. I don't think that he's a better artist yet. I think Coda's more developed because Coda's been in the game longer. He's been filming music videos. He's really worked on his aesthetic. Like he directs all of his own shit. Like he's really well versed in who he is. You
Do you
know?
think it's because the trajectory is throwing you off though? Because like you fucked with his last album so hot. Like I'm only
Yes.
asking you, and then he makes this album.
My-
What are you?
well,
What are you feeling like?
my whole thing is
I mean,
his
it's like
cadence.
Kanye, My Twisted Dark Fantasy. Where do you go from that? And we all know where he went from that, so it's different. But like, for instance,
So
you know
fast.
this mad controversy, but like, I not that crazy about Yeezus.
I love to use it so.
Yeah, that's a very controversial topic because I'm at the point where I loved him so much after that. I'm willing to change with the artists. And same
I
with
fuck with-
I'll
I
even go
know.
back to Kid Cudi doing his rock shit, dude. All right, he went a little past me the point of me going and changing with him because he kind of broke the barrier. Was like, all right, I actually really just don't like this. I'm sorry. Like, what was the fucking what was Kanye or Wiz Khalifa's first album that was just terrible? Rolling Papers.
Yeah,
That was terrible too, and he even admitted it. And he was like, "Yeah, I try to do some things outside of the box." And I appreciate all the fans that were rocking with me, whether or not.
yeah,
I
low key
went
trying to be like,
there.
we like it, but you don't.
Yeah, so I mean, I was at the point in Yeezus where I liked him enough to rock with it, and I'm young enough to I have that modern year.
Okay,
so.
see, that's the thing. That's too. There's like, the album doesn't stray so far away that it destroys him as an artist, though. It's not on some Chance Big Day shit.
Yeah, okay.
That's for damn sure.
Yeezus though, man, I'm telling you.
Yeezus didn't make me hate Kanye at all, but I was like,
Think about the leather
Dude, that
jog,
aged
like
so
leather
well.
leather pants, the fucking beats he had on there, the Red
that shit's
Octobers.
in now. It's
like,
crazy.
Everything was so ahead, and I don't know how much of that was Travis. Don't get me wrong.
that's what's crazy about that too.
But there wouldn't have been a Travis.
Without them being together.
Yeah, I guarantee. I'll tell you this: that Travis learned more from Ye than Ye learned from Travis.
So, moving forward though, I didn't like Tears was cool. I
didn't like that
wasn't
song at
crazy for Lost My Mind, and I think it was the feature. I'm not crazy for Jay Prince, and is that Jay Prince? Jay Prince?
I think that's
I didn't think
Seattle. Is
so.
that Seattle?
I don't
He's
think
from
Jay
Seattle?
Prince.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, that's not Jay Prince, the old head.
You think he's gonna be jumping on?
I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like Jay Prince, how you gonna take that name?
I
Like-
think it's a dude from Seattle. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like calling
Somebody
yourself.
fact check me on that.
That's
I
like
don't know.
no, he's too young sounding. That's like calling yourself Mazder
I'm pretty
P
sure
and like
it's
putting a
another,
Z
like,
in there instead of an
Seattle
S. And like I'm sick of young rappers
There
doing
has
that.
to
Even
be.
back to ASAP Rocky. Like I'm still I don't give a fuck how successful you get. I'm still mad that you did that to ASAP Rock. You know damn well he a legend. And you from New York. You can't front.
Yams though.
Fucking lean head.
Yams let him.
Shout out to Yams being fucking. Your Yams was a great marketer, but like, don't leave it to Yams to know. Like, you know, as Rocky, that's what I mean. Is like, yes, Yams.
I mean,
Yams was
I
great.
didn't even know who Yams was until
He was their manager and shit.
I know now.
And he was great. And like, at the end of the day, though, like, he was like leaned out on hella drugs and shit all the time. So like, don't leave it to him to know that your name is someone else's name. And this leads back to like the ghostwriting shit, where it's like the lines of what disrespect is in rap. If A$AP Rocky came out in 2008, A$AP Rock would have released a fucking diss track and ripped his ass apart.
Well, I mean, just don't forget the Thugger and the Wayne beef.
Yeah, absolutely. And so
Barter
like
3? Like, bro, you didn't even have a Barter 1.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, and that's what I mean, is like, that's just ridiculous levels of trolling. But I mean, we see rappers do it. That's Mario, Judah, and Cardi right now. Yeah. Like, being like, I'm releasing my own version of A Whole Lot of Red.
Or even fucking Thugger. I totally forgot that Thugger. Did you hear about him recently in his interview? He said he never listened to Andre 3000. He doesn't know an Andre 3000 song.
That's a lie.
Exactly.
That's literally a lie.
lie.
I typed a text to a girl I used to see.
You didn't know that?
Like, you fucking are lying.
Or you didn't know Roses? Or you
It
didn't know
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've heard it around you.
Sorry,
What, do you
Miss
tell your niggas to
Jackson.
turn it off when it comes on?
Yeah. Sorry,
Shut the
Miss
fuck
Jackson.
up with that cap. I hate when rappers fucking lie like that to sound interesting.
It's just like just trying to some clout.
Yo, T.I. called him out, though.
Good. What'd he say?
He was saying that, like, you do him. You try to be, and like all of a sudden, like everyone on the internet posts like pictures of him dressing like Andre 3000.
Yeah, there's literally no way that you don't know who he is.
You
just said
sorry,
that
Miss
shit to get a
Jackson?
rise.
Like,
out of
you
people, bro.
are just trying to
Just
get a rise.
out of
So
people.
fresh, so clean.
All of it.
How do you not know those songs?
All of it. You're from the South. Those guys
Or legends.
are legends.
Cemented forever.
And if you don't know, you probably should have just kept your fucking mouth shut, because that's such a bold-faced lie. That's what I mean. Like, you know. You weren't rich for your whole life.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that I would believe it if you were born rich in a mansion where you would have the power to do that.
And he fucks with Future. Future's fucking
Future is Dungeon Family.
Straight up.
Like, you are a bold-ass liar.
Bloodline Dungeon Family.
Like, you are a bold-ass liar for that.
Yeah.
Like, that is stupid
funny
when
to
people
me.
do that. I can't stand when
Sorry,
people do that.
I had to bring that up.
But it's all good. No, but back to it.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't like that
going
song
back-
with the Jay Prince.
So Lost My Mind. So that kind of song, when I was listening to that, it kind of like made me realize why I didn't really like the album up until that point. It was almost just like monotone cadence. They're just like rapping there in their voice. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like their voice or something, because that shit was just not hit. It just wasn't wow to me.
Yeah, I feel that. I can definitely see that. I do think that there
Besides
was
the second song.
That's actually re-looking
And
at
then
it.
Lone.
You said that Lone is where you think the street comes in. I actually think that it starts on Dance on Me.
I love Dance on Me.
I love Dance on Me.
But it wasn't my favorite.
I love it, but I think it's one of those songs that would be fun if the world was open right now.
Of course.
Like, and then it leads into Lone.
When you're coming home from the club.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. That's structure, and that's more than half the album from that point on, or that is about half the. That is no, that's half the album.
Yep.
The
Lone's
second half of
chorus,
the album,
Lone's chorus.
like,
That shit's
you just feel
I love the
exactly
happy,
how he's
sad-
feeling.
I love the happy sounding sad lyric songs.
yeah. What does it say in that chorus again? It's I gotta bring up the specific lyrics. I don't want to butcher it, but hold up, man. I think he's a higher caliber rapper than people give. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, that's just
Clean.
I do everything I want. How do I still feel so alone?
Yeah.
And I think that is the epitome of 2020 millennial Gen Z living.
Bro, because you're literally at home. You can do what the fuck you want. People complain, like, when we were back in 2019, people were like, oh, I hate working. Who the fuck came up with a 5-day work job? But it's like, dog, like.
And now we're at home, stuck, making
and
beats,
don't know
playing
how to
video
be
games.
I
And-
don't know how to
Well,
be
you know what it is because no one knows how to be themselves.
Or they don't know
It's the
themselves.
same, or they don't know themselves. It's the same association as why we need to go to the bar, why we need to spend money, all this shit. I
Just go
realized that's the
outside,
number one
dude.
reason why I quit smoking weed. I was like, I spent half a down payment on a home this year on weed,
Yep.
and I ain't rich yet, so fuck that. Like, hell no.
Yep.
by next year, I mean, I'm cool with my place. Don't get me wrong, but by next year,
that money is gonna go.
I'm gonna have a fat backyard, and it's because that money's going where it should be going. And it's the same shit. It's like, if you bought a pair of Apple AirPods in 2018, don't buy another pair in 2020 because you got to. You know what? Maybe put 200 in Apple stock, because it'll be 600 in 2 years.
Yep. Should have done that in March.
Like,
I don't know about the Apple stock.
I mean, in anything though, just in anything, just in anything. If you're gonna spend money,
my shit, bro.
you said I'm pissed about my stocks.
Yeah, stocks are a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole other game. But
Been red all week, bro.
Let's see. From there, and then the company, like, I need some company. Like, that shit would bang too if the fucking bars were open. Like, that shit is perfect. I'm envisioning myself with you, my lads, at church.
I love that song right after Alone too.
Yeah.
It's just like, dang.
I'm literally envisioning myself
It's a whole
in
different switch.
the
Is
bar church.
Even still there.
Oh God, don't say that.
I
For
know
y'all
it's the
that don't
first
know,
time-
we're talking about a bar in Portland called Church. We got a gang of stupidly named bars out here, like my father's place, house, bar, church.
Bar.
Literally some of the worst shit ever.
But
And
they
it's really
go.
confusing, but they all go
But it's
hard.
popping.
We go out to church, me and my boys, we repent, we getting hyphy. Yo, fuck out of here if you say the hyphy's dead, Mr. Fab, because I'll tell you, it's not at church.
I rebuke any and everything.
I rebuke any and everything.
I mean, if you see one of those photos of people in a pew, like that's church.
Oh,
Everyone's
you
got a church
fucking
photo.
know.
Everyone's got a church photo.
It's true, especially here. But yo, moving on from there, we got Melodies from Heaven, which you said you didn't like.
You didn't
I
like
couldn't
that
follow
song?
with it.
What was it?
That was
I don't
probably
know,
my
it just didn't
favorite right after
resonate.
Alone.
That's how-
But you were
so
ready.
far.
But when it started, you were like, "This is it. This is
it.
gonna be my favorite song."
Yeah. Most of that.
So that's funny. I feel like the album fell short most of the time because of production. You feel like the one song where the production roped you before anything, he let you down.
Let you down.
It didn't get
Okay,
laced.
okay.
Is it
I can
because
see
he's
that.
a son of a preacher?
Son of a, is he?
Do you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Do
That's
you,
crazy.
Do you not like religion, Jeff?
No, I love religion.
I'm just kidding.
I love religion.
I love religion. I should fucking very much say that. That statement's gonna haunt me. I guarantee it. But
I love religion.
I love religion.
I love my wife.
See you at church this Sunday.
I love learning.
And I ain't
from
talking about the
religion
church.
on
Yeah,
all
yeah,
sorts of
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Buddhism, reading about Buddhism and like reading about Taoism, reading about all religions.
all
Yeah,
religions.
all of them. It's interesting what you can pull from each and every one, man. Like, there's a
I
lot
like
to
religion, but what religion does to people is what I don't like.
I don't like
well,
that
it
either.
does great things for people too, though.
On a
It
spiritual,
does.
singular level.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
On
like what it
singular
does.
levels,
I
on
don't like what it does
World
on a
scale levels, it
mass level. Yeah.
it just causes war, literally.
I think the people. Yeah.
I'm about to start trading
Genocide.
mixtapes. Next time I get a Mormon knocking on the door, I'm just trade a mixtape. I'll be like, hey man, I'll take the
It's
book if
funny.
you take this music.
Religion, mass scale is like the opposite of what every religion preaches.
Mhm.
It's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it becomes a battle of who's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like everything. Everything's a competition scale in America. Last song though, man, I don't know why it even called it a bonus track. And like, let's lead back to what Metro Boomin said. Like, I'm over deluxe albums. Just drop the full fucking album.
B-Day, though.
No. That's what I mean though. Is like, you had those songs tucked. Fuck out of
I
here.
thought you didn't. I thought you recorded those.
Is that true?
He probably did. I didn't really look into it. He probably did. Actually, no.
Most
yeah,
people
no,
have
my
them
homie
tucked.
yeah,
He
the
recorded
homie
it, right?
dropped a screenshot of him saying
Working.
that he's been slapping this forever, but it was on the deluxe and it just came out. So yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Most people
Oh,
come.
damn.
Most
No,
people
yeah,
have it
it's
tucked and
already
ready.
it's just already
Because, yeah.
set to release in deluxe form.
Yeah,
That's-
song processing is hard, and
it's a marketing
for
scheme.
Discord or not Discord, DistroKid, they literally you have to like schedule.
disappointing.
You have to most major platforming things. You have to set them out to schedule like a week or two in advance to make sure that they hit everything all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
feel
guarantee
that.
almost 90% of all deluxes are.
It's like Busta Rhymes, bro. He dropped the deluxe literally 2 days after.
It's like, no, bro. You've
Just
been working
drop
on
the
that
album.
for what, 10
Well,
years? You're not
the
gonna
whole-
just make sure deluxe tracks out of in
the
a fucking
meme
week,
of
in 2
everything
days.
going on about deluxe with Uzi, and I thought like Amine posting about it, like kind of was like trolling it. Was like, yeah, I'm about to drop a deluxe too, and he actually did. I was like, oh shit, like
I thought you were joking. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
you're
we're really fucking here. It's the vibe. The last track, bro. Special, worthy, bro. Like, I mean, I mean,
It's
literally.
sentimental.
So sentimental, especially as a black man, bro. Like,
It's cool that he didn't label it as the bonus because it kind of just brings.
He did though.
The little.
Yeah, he did. He put a
brings
bonus
a little
on
sprinkle
some.
on top of it.
it's weird because some places it doesn't, but then he also
Oh,
is marketed as the single of the album. He did a music video for it, but then on Spotify it says bonus, just like you said. But it's the most impactful song on the album, hands fucking down. When he says, "We're over teaching white folks," get to Google. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, but Google
It's
is fucking
true.
biased too, though.
Google is biased too, but I get it. I know what
swear
he's
it didn't
saying.
used to be, bro.
I know what he's saying.
It
As a
didn't
black
used to be
man,
biased.
I'm exhausted teaching. I'm exhausted telling. I'm exhausted showing.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted giving you readings. I'm exhausted having to do research to teach your ass on why you're fucked up and racist.
Yep.
And why you want to cut off my opportunities, and why capitalism is fucking biased, and why classism is entangled with racism.
It's crazy how they'll always
classism
find
is the
some
race.
other reason.
What do you say?
Classism is the new race.
It is. It's just
The new
exactly.
subject. I'm not saying like
No, yeah.
we're not dealing with racism still. Like
No, yeah.
It's like
It's
the newest.
it's the new. It's like leveled up. It's like, oh, racism was imperfect cell, classism is perfect cell, and it's fucked up because it's untouchable almost.
They're intertwined.
They've
though,
exactly.
those
They're
two.
one and the same, and that's what I mean. It's like,
Which is fucked up.
It's
because
just the
it
big
is
ism.
The epitome of what it is.
yeah, it's just one big ass ism.
Yeah.
Fucking and you know, we need more of this. Is how I feel. We need more artists like him, using their voice positively too. Because the way that song is so beautiful. He's saying like, they don't want us. They don't want us to win. The system wasn't made for us, and they want you to believe that you're not worthy. They want you to. They don't want you to think that you're black king, Cambodian king, Filipino king. They don't want you to think that shit. They don't want you to think, instead of living in this house, I could be in a penthouse. I could start some businesses. Like, and it's not that people don't break out of it, but they don't want us to. That's the thing, is that it would be to their favor to be like, yeah, you know, just stay right there.
Well,
Stay buying consumer stuff. Get that new iPhone. And no, hey, obviously, sometimes it's just easier. That's how they loophole us. You know, for instance, my phone bill is literally cheaper by getting the new iPhone. It's fucking weird.
I read some crazy statement, and it said, when laws start penalizing and bringing fines to them, those laws don't exist to the high people who have hella money.
Yeah.
And when I was thinking about it, I was like, dude, that's crazy. It's that's just real. Like, you get a little parking ticket, it might mean the world to some broke college student like me. When I got my car towed second year, had to pay what, $330.
Yep.
I barely ate that the whole week.
Did you know 1 second Jeff Bezos, if $100 was sitting in front of him, it would lose him money to stop and pick it up. It wouldn't be worth it for him. Versus for me, I literally cried the other day because I made an extra $250 out the blue. I literally cried and thanked God.
And that's the thing too, is like it could always be worse. So that's like it's a really weird system, right? You want to evolve, you want to get these nicer things, but it's like at the end of the day, man, like there's countries where like over 50% of the people don't even drive. You know what I mean? They don't got the fucking like to go drive. They don't do all this
Or
stuff.
the kids got to walk 12 miles to school at 5 in the morning, avoiding cougars.
And in their
When I
world,
hear that shit,
in the
just
world,
appreciate it.
education is this is the way out.
That's like gold.
Well, here it's like there's
Golden
so
ticket.
many different ways out that people do also take that for granted. I had a friend telling me who coaches like youth basketball and everything like that, and he was telling me that when they would take trips to fucking Oakland to hoop there's something about taking. There's no disrespect to Laco or fucking anything like that, or West Lynn kids, but taking a bunch of Laco, West Lynn kids that have iPods, have iPhones, have iPads at home, that have a nice home to go home to play a bunch of kids out in fucking Oakland who think that this is the only way they're gonna fucking survive.
All is living
How
life.
hard is it to
Bro,
fucking...
it's the same thing when you would see Jefferson play Lincoln and they would shit on us.
Yeah.
Because they wanted that.
They know
They
that's the way out.
needed it. They needed that scholarship. They wanted that scholarship. They would fucking fuck us down 41 points.
Yeah, and not give a fuck.
And not give a fuck.
And their nails are dirty. They know that this is their way out.
This is it.
And how can you teach that motivation? And my friend, like who was coaching, was like, it's almost something impossible to teach because somebody's so comfortable and they don't even realize it.
Exactly.
You
It's
just
like
gotta
my
be
little
put in that
brother.
situation,
My little
bro.
brother,
It's
bro.
just-
It's the hungriest young dude I ever seen, man. since he was in 8th grade, he has been going to bed. He put himself to bed at 9 o'clock in 8th grade in freshman year and sophomore year.
That boy dedicated.
Because he wanted to wake up at 5 and 6 in the morning, put his weight vest on, go train his ass off. He was like, he to this day hasn't had a girl. He's finally in college right now. He hasn't had an official girlfriend. I have never met a girl, and he's been like, this is my girlfriend. Because he don't fucking want it. Because he said, I got bigger fish to fry. I got a fucking world to catch. And he's still out there.
Yep.
And I couldn't be more proud. Like, that's something that I couldn't even, like, that I didn't recognize for years. And he slept in his bed all these years wanting more. And it's just like you said, you can't build that in someone. They have to recognize it in themselves, or they don't recognize the comfort and they're hungry no matter what.
You take somebody to the ocean, sometimes they just want to be on the beach.
Yeah. Some people want to learn how to fish.
Damn, Jeff.
Yeah.
Shout out to that, bro.
Good, man.
That's
I
true,
like that
man.
one. That was a
It's
good
true.
one.
There's a million things you can do there. If you just put your toes in the sand, you ain't doing shit.
Yeah, or relax, you know, chill.
That's true, bro. It's the most
Man,
true thing
also-
I think anyone said on the show.
Also, random good news before we probably got a split from you guys here in a second. We're getting a Griselda film. Did we not talk about
Oh
that
my
already,
God, bro.
Wait, before we rush.
Okay,
Wait,
sorry. We gotta
numbers,
rate this album.
ratings. We gotta get these ratings out.
You know,
I do love my low ratings.
I know.
I think it's sitting at a 3, and I think it's because of the stain that Blue left.
Okay.
I'm at like a
I know you really like the second half of it.
yeah. Those songs actually really, I don't know, resonated with me. They're really hard. I like them a lot. I'll probably have to do a 2.8, 2.9, something real close to the 3. It just wasn't wow to me. The second song, and again too, I'll probably still play that.
I know the production really dropped though for you. I know that for you it was the production.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say that when it's really hard to pinpoint almost where I thought it was lacking. It's just almost the whole thing as a whole.
Okay, in a sense, remember when I told you guys on the why am I blanking? Bryson Tiller album that they all sound like Drake beats? These all sound like beats that Coda the Friend
Coda
would
the
eat.
Friend type beats on
Coda
YouTube.
would eat this whole album.
Yeah.
Hard.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucked. It sounded like almost at times I was like, dude, this dude sounds like a bootleg Saba or some shit.
Like not quite there.
Yeah. Or he almost sounded like, I don't even know.
But
Mean
Dave B
Age
has
kinda-
been killing it before a Mean Age. He just never got his.
He just never got
his mainstream song.
He came out of Seattle tough though. They had a lot of praise for him out there.
And he
Which,
killed.
I
He
hate
got
that.
the highlight.
To hear him.
He got the highlight chorus on Macklemore's last album. That corner store song is him. Corner store, I am. Got some liquor, to some bag of chips. That was fucking them, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big song.
No wonder.
That's why you
His
recognize
name's so
him. You were like, bro,
familiar.
I've heard this voice, or I've heard this name.
Familiar. Dave B.
Yeah,
I've heard him before.
and he killed that fucking song too. And so did Travis Thompson. Shout out Travis Thompson putting on for Seattle too, and for the indigenous people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna replay Blue, bro, and I might lower my rating on this more for you, like
Because
you did,
Blue
like,
is so it's crazy.
But
It's
yeah,
like
I'm
listening to
sitting at like a
Stillmatic
2.8.
before you. It's like listening to Illmatic before Stillmatic. You might love Stillmatic if you never heard Illmatic.
I'm gonna give it like a 2.8.
Yeah, that's solid.
That's not bad.
And how about for you, Jeff?
I would give it a 2.5, and I'm only giving that half point because you guys are telling me to listen to something else on it. I'd give it a 2, to be honest. I'm like, I only like one song out of your 10 songs. Like that's.
Damn. That's the most. I think the most brutal you felt about anything on here.
But I'm being real.
Hey, you keeping it real. That's what the fuck it is. That's what
It's
we're here
for
to
real.
do, bro. That's for real. I'm for real. Ah!
It's definitely not a 1. You know what I mean? Like, is it
Oh, I don't think we got a 1 to this day.
which thank God.
Thank God.
We don't review ones. We should start reviewing some ones, bro.
No.
What you want to listen to,
I don't
fool?
know.
So 1 to you, Durkio?
Yeah, there's some hard. Like, I don't even know where to.
Or
find
Drakeo? Drakeo the ruler?
that. Where can I find a 1?
Alright, where you can find a 1? Anywhere past 122nd.
Fuck that.
Past 1 Deuce Street, a little bit past 1 a.m.
We're on the numbers.
on the corner. You can find a couple once.
I remember I told my wife the numbers, and she's like, "What does that mean?"
The number.
The numbers.
I was like, "Man,
The
out in
number
Portland,
is-
once you got past like 82nd, it was like, oh."
That's my hood
Okay.
right there.
I fucking loved it out there though. It's still
There's
good
certain
vibes.
Yeah.
That's good vibes.
Shout
bro,
out Park
still.
Rose High, man.
That's crazy, bro. Man, so
that film, January 15th, 2021,
What?
foo.
My birthday, January 16th.
you
day
getting
before,
you're
bro.
getting a Griselda movie for your birthday,
it's
bro?
called Conflicted. It has
I
what?
got Biggie, that Biggie
So
that came out.
so Conway, I don't think is on it.
What?
I don't think he is. From what I've read, I'm pretty sure.
I know he's got a lot of BSF
West
people on
Side
it too.
and Benny the Butcher's gonna be
And
on
some
it,
Black
in it.
Soprano families on there too, right?
Jay Holiday.
What?
Jay Holiday?
The
Yeah.
fuck?
Or Jay Holiday, Michael Rappaport.
Oh, hell
and,
yeah!
and Deuce King.
What the fuck?
And what is this movie about?
Oh man.
Oh, I mean, do we really need to guess what it's about? Boom, 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 boom.
So Benny got a single that came out today, 3:38
It's about that.
in Houston, and I feel like it might have something to do with him getting shot. I don't know. I actually didn't read.
That's
too much
crazy
into
if they're about to turn it into a moment.
It's like 50 Cent. You all remember fucking Get Rich or Die
That's
Trying.
so crazy.
When he was
Well,
out on the
I can't
fucking
even think
street
about
with
what-
his wheelchair. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
He said-
bro.
he said,
Hey, do you remember?
"Fuck
Hey,
Wendy Williams in a wheelchair, bro.
hey, do you
Benny's a
remember
goat.
fucking his video game 50 Cent Blood Sand
That
or
was
Sand in the
shit.
Blood or whatever the fuck it's called? Oh my god, that video game was so gangster. You just rolling around as 50 Cent in a fucking in a fucking body suit, that fucking double glocked up in a tank top and a New York fitted, low key looking like Pop Smoke.
I'll whip your head, boy.
Oh my god, bro. Rolling around and you like had like Tony Yayo and like Lloyd Banks with you when you're running co-op missions and shit. Like
Holy
what
shit,
the
that's so
fucking
hard.
fuck? They need to bring back that and they need to bring back Def Jam Fight for New
I was
York.
gonna say Def Jam is gonna
That's
be the
probably one of my
hardest
favorite
rapper.
games ever.
Bro, Def
Video
Jam
game
Fight
ever.
for New York is the best fucking game ever. And they
That
need
was best game.
that's the best game ever, bro. And Snoop Dogg is in that shit.
Bro,
I remember when you
Snoop Dogg was
I
like the
remember
boss.
I
He was
remember
like
you
the
get that
boss.
fucking fight. Yeah, he's the
You
boss.
gotta get to Snoop Dogg. He whoops your
And you kick him through the
ass,
motherfucking
bro.
window though.
Yo, bro, Muay Thai or the kickboxing and like the street fighting mix combo. I didn't even add a third fucking
Oh,
thing.
you were done. It was
was
done.
All I needed was those two, and I fucking was so undefeated. I remember that. I remember so
Damn,
clearly.
I
went.
want to play that game.
Remember
so
throwing
bad
people into the
right now.
pool table and being like, "Bah,
And
bah."
I kept that character undefeated, and I was fucking up all my homies. I was like 82.
Hey, you remember the bar fight where you get a girlfriend?
Yeah, and you had to pick a girlfriend. Yeah.
What was it, like Trina and what's that Asian girl for fucking baby
I don't
fat?
even remember
Oh
that
my
shit.
god, bro.
But I hit I was 82 and 0, and
82.
82 and 0 in Def Jam Fight for New York?
on one of my characters.
Holy
on one of my fucking
shit.
characters. And I remember like, and this is even when there was like, cause I don't know if you guys remember, but we were doing like free for all, one, like 4 of you, one, and it's a free for all.
Yeah.
Those were including those matches.
Damn.
And I remember fucking coming downstairs after like 8th grade, and I'm just walking down. I'm like checking my sidekick, like yeah, blah blah blah, name, whatever. And all of a sudden, I just look up and I see my fucking cousin Jake and my friend Michael,
it.
and he's just looking at me like.
And
I
he
look-
ruined your record?
He did it on purpose. He lost on purpose. And Jake was like, he forced me. And I remember my cousin was like, he forced me to play, but I thought we were just playing, and he fucking picked your guy. And I'm just like, yo.
You should have Def Jam Fighter for New York him.
You
Yeah,
should've
I couldn't. I
face
literally
palmed
was
his
like,
ass.
I was so sad, but I was like,
Oh no.
Do you remember in Def Jam when you get to the Fat Joe fight?
yeah, Fat Joe.
Dun,
fuck,
dun, 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 dun.
Take-
Dun, dun,
take
dun, 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 dun. He came in with the TS fucking
Chain?
everything, and he had the grappler style,
Yeah.
and you were like, what the fuck? Like, he
Bro, I
fucked you
remember
up.
that.
He threw you around and shit.
That was like the first one of the.
That was the
first
big boss,
fights
yeah.
That had like a different. He had like
It
a
was-
whole
and-
different style.
Yeah,
fight.
and you were like, what the fuck? And they had the whole different color grading. It was all orange and like hella chaotic. You knew this was like a big fucking fight.
That's
And
so
before that though, the big fight right before that, remember fighting Busta Rhymes in the fucking
Yeah.
parking lot? And he fucking disses your bitch, and you like, oh hell no. You ain't gonna diss my girl. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
How
That's so
crazy is that? Because nowadays rappers' egos are too big that they'd be like, oh
I ain't
shit.
getting
I'm not the
beat
rapper
up in a
getting my
video
ass
game.
whooped.
Yeah.
Make me undefeatable.
Yeah, I can't be beaten. Yo, that's what's crazy is that actually Fat Joe was a really hard fucking fight.
Yeah.
That was the hardest fight, actually, I think, besides the Snoop fight. Ooh, and High Tech in the cage. The High Tech cage fight at the junkyard.
Man, it makes me want to play that game.
That shit
in
was
Pokemon
crazy,
Stadium.
bro.
Damn, we
Oh
got way
my
off topic.
god. No, it's all good. Honestly, speaking of that though, we got good albums and it's been a fun ass week, but
Next
it's
week,
gonna be
I'm
bro, this is a fun-filled fucking week, bro. Man on the Moon 3.
I'm gonna listen
Jack
to the
Harlow's
shit.
debut. I've been waiting for I've been waiting for the Lil White Boys album for a minute. I have been waiting for the Harlow album for a second though.
Bro, I'm
I mean,
guilty.
that's a little
I
Italiano
listened to both
meatball.
of them, bro. It does not disappoint either of them.
Ooh, okay, so that's promising, man.
I haven't listened to all of them. I've listened to a little bit of them.
I haven't peeked into the Harlow album at all, but I am super excited, bro. He killed it on What's Poppin', and then he killed it on the fucking remix, and it was a true remix. That's when I knew I was like, all right, I could wait for this album, bro. You really coming in with it, like, back with the remix. These hoes on my son like Phoenix. Like, I was like, okay,
I
bro.
like it because it's a true album. It has the regular song "What's Poppin'" and it has the
remix
on
at the
it.
very end.
Yes,
Yup.
of course.
Okay.
That's a
on,
real-
on,
that's
a, on a
real
random
album.
note, he said the Suns bar. I'm also happy in other news, Steve Nash just announced the Nets are running classic Sun style 7 seconds or less offense. That's my favorite offense team strategy of all time. When Steve Nash was the leader of the fucking Suns, that was my favorite team to watch.
They just pushed the ball.
They just push the ball 7 seconds or less. Get the fucking ball up.
You think Kyrie's gonna do that?
Yes.
Hell no.
He has to. It's his
I don't
coach.
believe it.
Then he'll leave. Then he'll lose the team. Then he'll lose the fucking. He'll leave the team. I get what you mean, but that will be a case of you not meshing with your team, because I think everyone else will be down. Steve Nash is gonna be a good coach, I think, and he's still early enough in his coaching career that like.
With Kyrie's his whole media and shit, like his
I
whole
don't know. He
media
just has to
complex.
get KD on his side, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, we're
K-
rocking with these two guys."
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kyrie won't fuck. I okay. And mind you, Kyrie's my favorite player to watch in the NBA.
Well, it's fine. Get traded then.
I mean, you
I
trade him
think-
for James Harden, because that's the only thing that they want. But I
James,
guarantee
I'd be fine with James Harden running a 7-second
James Harden
offense.
and
Yeah, 'cause
KD, they already
D'Antoni's
played
already
together,
there.
fool.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
I'll
would
let
be
them
totally
play
fine
together.
with. I'd be totally fine with him and Durant.
They
but-
already played together,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, Russ and Harden played together too.
The homie.
You see
The homie just said, my brother got to the boss fight of Def Jam 5 for New York and saved the game, and I beat the boss when he was gone. He still holds against me to this day.
Oh no.
Dude, see, I'm telling you, that
That
dirty
shit
ass
started
players.
grudges. Yo, dude, Def Jam 5 for New York
Jeff's
made grudges.
cousin and this dude.
What's funny is like I look at my cousin, he knows that moment, and he
Is
was
he your
like,
older
he's so
or younger
sorry. He's
cousin?
younger. He's so sorry. He lived with me though. We lived together, and
Wait, was it Ryan?
it's Jake.
No.
It was Jake. It was Jake when he lived with me in Portland, and I remember my.
I suck her cousin Asia deleting my Pokemon Yellow save, bro. Did I ever tell you about that?
Our cousin deleted Andrew. Shataban deleted Andrew's fucking Pokemon Silver
She
Game
deleted
Shark
my
save.
Pokemon Yellow save, bro. My
Bro.
Pikachu was like level 56.
Andrew
You know
had
how hard it was to
Andrew
get
had a
Pikachu
squad of I
that?
think 4 full maxed out level Pokemon.
That's sick.
He was sick, bro. I'd never seen him so fucking
turned
mad in my
my stomach.
life.
That's when he knew the world's cruel.
It's
That's
like,
when you
that's
find
like
out the world's
that's
not
like
fair, bro.
That's like on fucking Attack on Titan when he's like, that day I knew we were at the mercy. Fucking with the hand touching over the
That's when you play fucking Simba's realities, bro.
Reality is, most of us ain't gonna save the game. Most of us got cousins that are lame. Gonna fuck up the fucking save.
Some real shit, Simba. The realest
No,
shit you've ever said.
no. And on that, our cousins are not lame. They just didn't know how much the video
Man,
games meant to us.
No, I've learned that.
They were lame.
They don't mean nothing. And I save more than one save now.
I don't.
'Cause it's
I sneak
2020.
to. My fucking sister.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I don't know if people
Gave me
remember
that,
memory
fool.
cards, but I remember my sister deleting some of my shit just to
Whoa,
play some weird
dude!
shit.
Did you see that they actually released a fucking? Someone found out years ago. They found out this year that there's a way to undo the save deletes on PS1 memory cards.
There's no way.
It is. They found it out this year. It's not even in the manual, and someone found out how to do it.
Way too late.
Someone found out how to do it this
So
year.
it's still sitting in there, or like
Yes.
Shut up.
Your last, at least the last one. It will undo the last delete. You said shut up.
He's like, I'm
about to go
right
home
now.
and boot that PS1 right now.
Dude, I remember there was a Harvest Moon save that got deleted because my sister wanted.
Oh,
to
that's
play
the
some
original
weird
Animal
shit.
Crossing.
Yeah, it was. I loved Harvest Moon. You gotta like start up your farm. You gotta date this girl. You gotta court her. You gotta fucking make sure your
That game
chicken's
was
killing.
fun.
There's literally chicken fighting. Like your chicken had to fucking be the dopest chicken.
You were Mike Vick before Mike Vick.
Yeah. But I had a farm. You know, I had to raise.
Yo,
my
it was
shit.
legal. On that note, man, yo, how y'all spending the week, man? Because I besides this is a different album. Man on the Moon is special. I'm gonna be so hyped all week listening to this. And then I got Cyberpunk, man. I
That's
just
it.
started diving in.
That's it. That's all.
We
I'm
got
saying.
Ghost to get into this week, Jeff. We got Ghost of Tsushima
We
to
do.
get into this week. Man, well, the last thing I'd say is, if you guys haven't started Attack on Titan season fucking 4,
Yo, I gave up on that time.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
I started Attack on Titan very early. I was reading the manga, and I remember when they're dropping one chapter a month.
Oh, it just was
chapter
painful. It was
a
just painful.
Fucking month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was
yeah,
at the
I'd quit on
point.
that shit too.
I was at the point where they found out like they saw the huge Titan, the monkey-looking Titan, and I quit
Beast
because I
Titan.
was like,
you can't. I can't.
I
wait for
thought it was his like dad, and I was like, there's so many questions to be answered, but I was like, I am not waiting a fucking month for this shit.
bro.
So I stopped.
It's his brother.
Oh, cool. See? Well, yeah.
I'm not. That's all I'm gonna say. Get back into it. Season 4.
Because he was too intelligent.
The way that it starts is literally, and they just switched to a new company.
Did you see the fight
It's
scene?
New animation company.
It's
Which one with like
with
him?
with the monkey dude and
Reiner.
I know, and what's
Oh, Levi,
and Levi.
bro.
No.
Literally,
That's like the
it's been like knighted as like GOAT tier anime now.
I just remember when he fought.
that's like probably one of the
he
defining
fought the
moments,
girl
dude.
Titan, and it was like super weird. And I think I got to the point where there was like they threw.
Were you reading all this or you
I
watching?
was reading it.
Oh, bro, the everything now
watch
that
it,
it's all
dude.
animated.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
watch
you gotta catch
Okay.
up.
But
Maybe wait till Nico's older.
no, because I don't want him to see the mom getting chopped up. Every time I try to get my wife, every time I try to get my wife into anime, it's the worst times. It's like,
You should
it's-
just watch it and be like, no, why?
no, yeah, exactly.
That's just-
We were watching
that's
Full
terrible.
Metal Alchemist. I remember because I'd watch like 3
my God, you
episodes.
probably
a
watched
night.
Oh no,
that-
she came in during the
that
dog
daughter-
episode.
daughter-
She watched
dog
you. Oh
fusing
no!
She watched it in the Chimera episode.
No!
And I was like,
Worst
okay.
one. That
No.
made me be like, all right, this show's wild.
But
bro.
But it's
so
one of the
fucking good.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood too.
It's probably like
That's
top,
literally
top 5.
my favorite anime of all time.
Yeah,
I think my favorite anime of all time.
so good because it teaches you so much.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing comes without a cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, all the evil people were like traits that
Greed was
yeah,
so
like-
I
dope.
love the
remember-
7 deadly sins in
Yeah.
there.
Greed was so cool.
Greed is the illest, especially when he fuses with Ying.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
was like, yo, what the and he
'Cause that
and
didn't happen
when
in
he
the regular
dies.
yeah,
I was like, no! And when Ying fucking sheds a tear, it's like, Greed!
and he
No!
knows them, but he's like, I can run my country now.
But they created a real bond together, and like, they would have been able to run the country together.
Yeah.
But they gave him and fucking the girl from Jing, they gave them the stone so they could
Yep.
bring that home so they wouldn't fucking be ousted.
Yeah,
Dude, best shit ever.
and then then fucking Attack on Titan. I was like, yo, like I've been reading this manga. Like I was like,
I've been reading this. You're gonna like it.
you should watch this. It's like some crazy ass shit.
And then episode 1, Mom!
Yeah, not to mention he dies too.
Oh yeah, and especially if you don't know that he becomes a Titan,
Yeah.
you were like, what the fuck?
I remember reading that and I was just like, yo, are they gonna make this bitch ass kid the fucking main
Armin?
character? I was like, no.
Okay, let's not diss the man Armin though. He's so critical now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not.
Don't go too much.
I'm not gonna say anything.
last year was
I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, I hated Armin for a long time.
He's a badass now.
You're
That's
a
all you
bitch,
need to
man. You
know.
can't even fucking stay balanced on one of those.
But that's how
things.
you know.
He was
you
a
know
bitch.
if they're overly a bitch on the show, you know
They're gonna be a boss
come
up one
through,
day.
Boss up.
I think I wasn't disappointed because of the content. I was disappointed because I wasn't gonna wait.
You were waiting so long. No, that's Demon Slayer.
understandable.
That's Demon Slayer right now.
It's understandable.
And it's even more so kind of like the other anime. The only anime I gave up on that was really pissed me off was Sword Art.
I didn't wait. Did you,
I can't watch Sword Art because it's on some Power Ranger shit where it's all sparks.
Sword Art,
Did you read Demon Slayer?
Yeah, bro. Of course.
Oh,
Finished it.
I
because
forgot
Sword
we
Art
did
was the video
finish
game
it.
one, right?
Of course.
We did finish that shit.
Sword Art's the video game one.
Yeah.
Well, because literally they skipped the very first 2 episodes were so good, and then all of a sudden they skipped like 99 levels. I'm like, yo,
Yo, what the fuck?
You're gonna skip the grind?
I'm here to see the grind.
Exactly.
Straight up on some Pokemon shit.
And then it became a love
But
story.
You can't just go from a fucking Charmander to a Charizard.
Charizard fighting Mewtwo.
What the fuck?
Bro, yet.
Yo, but if you haven't seen Pokemon like Origins like that,
So
that's it.
fire where the Pokemon they don't even they don't say their stupid names. They just make noises like animals.
Because it's based off of the video game.
That shit's hard. It's red,
Oh,
not
is
Ash.
that
It's
the-
not.
yeah.
It's red. It's not
That's
Ash.
on YouTube, yeah.
It's
that's
official
YouTube.
though. It's
Yeah.
canon. It's its own thing. But it's like
I'm about
7
to watch-
episodes.
I'm about to watch that shit.
That shit is
It
fire.
did skip through, but it did.
But that's fine because we played it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
When
my
they fight
god.
Mewtwo,
Man.
I'm like, God damn, you fight Mewtwo.
So that's what we doing this week, huh? That's what
Yes.
we doing, man.
Yes. PDX Uzeked said, if you look at the NBA now and the Suns' pace back then, it would seem a lot slower nowadays. And I agree with that too. It's not going to seem as crazy as it is because the NBA is hella explosive now. So
I know, but like sometimes like I guess maybe we just watched too much playoff basketball recently because that's the most recent basketball I watched. But like you grind.
And the last play of basketball you've had was with LeBron, dude. That dude he waits.
Yeah, but it's
makes
exactly.
every play. It's a play.
the
Like,
grind.
or every
Like,
drive.
I think
it's a
Kyrie
play.
can do a 7-second offense.
I don't think he dribbles too much.
That's to teach him how to fucking pass.
I mean that's the thing. It's like you tell him it's like you can't pass. He got fucking like I remember like.
Oh, he
one
can
time-
pass. He can pass. But I'm saying, like, that's a new coach. Like, Kyrie, what room does Kyrie have to argue when he hasn't won a ring yet without LeBron? I'm not saying that he can't, but he doesn't have room to argue. And, like,
Or his
He
team's
won
too
them
bad
that
without
ring
him.
though back.
yeah,
in
and that's the
20
thing.
Okay, that game.
He
He won him game
failed
7.
him.
He won them
failed
game
him
7 though with that 3 over Curry, bro.
The very first season.
That was the ice cold, bro.
By getting injured and still playing. If you're hurt, bro, you should have just fucking sat
And he
out.
re-injured himself.
Re-injured
made it
himself
worse.
and was out the rest of the
whole-
finals.
yeah. That was a dumb move.
Bro,
You know, it was
I'm
that move
excited
was,
either way.
Like, yo, man, if LeBron, I do blame LeBron for that because in the fourth quarter of that game 1, LeBron could have took the last shot and make it, but he missed it, and I'm like, that would have altered that whole series because they would have won game 1,
Oh, big time.
and then they would have just, I mean, Bron got 2 games by his damn self. No Kevin Love with fucking Matthew Dellavedova or whatever
Mhm,
as his
mhm.
fucking second
All I
best
know
player.
is I saw some shit on my phone, bro. NBA is back.
Yep.
It's back.
Oh, yeah, ball out here.
Ball out
Oh
there.
man, this is Portland's year. I'm telling you.
Oh, bro, you really out here
Let's go,
saying that,
baby.
bro? After all that Lakers acquired?
Fuck. This is our year. If we're healthy, we're winning this year.
That's a big
You heard it
stake.
here.
Do we have
heard it
enough?
here.
Is the trade window still open?
No, man.
Nah,
Nah. We got fucking a squad this year. And even Dame said himself, he's like, there's only been 2 times I felt we could have won it. The first year was when we were fucking technically like horse collaring with the number 1 seed with LaMarcus, and then fucking Wesley Matthews got injured. That's before the Warriors dynasty.
Do we pick anyone up?
Yeah, we picked hell people up. We got Robert Covington, we got Derrick Jones Jr., we got fucking Gary Trent coming
Wait,
back.
we have Derrick Jones.
I don't give a
Jr.?
fuck about
Yeah.
no juniors.
Derrick Jones Jr.
No, I'm
the
just
fucking
kidding.
guy from Miami.
No,
Just
No,
fucking-
Derrick Jones Jr.'s a monster.
Yeah, I'm just
bro.
kidding. Yeah, that's
He
crazy.
won the slam dunk contest.
Yeah, what the
bro.
fuck? That's crazy.
We have a slam
and
dunk
he can
contest winner
D
on our
up.
team.
That's the thing.
Who
That
else?
dude could get up there.
Who else?
Who
we still
else?
got Nerd. We got Ennis Cantor came back. We got
We have
fucking
Cantor
And
again.
Mello, and we
Melo,
got Braid Mello.
We got Bray Mello.
Like it's a whole different person.
and people forget though, like we made the Western Conference Finals without Nurk,
And we
and I
still
want to
have
say
CJ
Nurk.
and Dame.
I will
Right,
say Nurk
what?
was our second, to this day. Nurk's our second most important player.
Agreed.
You think he
Besides
got
Dame.
longevity in his body?
Nurk?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's young. What is he?
He's young-
25?
No, he's younger than that.
He's
You don't think he's gonna
24.
injure
He's like
himself?
24.
No, that leg break was a fucking very like.
That bro
rare
is
thing.
huge. I remember when I fucking when he
that
came to
shit
I remember when he
live,
came to my
bro. I
restaurant,
almost threw
bro.
up.
When he came to the restaurant, and I fucking looked at him like he was sitting in the employee table, but when we're not taking a break, we clean it and we let people eat there. And I thought he was a new employee, and I fucking mean bugged him.
You're like, damn.
'Cause he was
you
just-
take my job.
Yeah, no, because he was just sitting there, and I thought that he was fucking. I thought he was a new employee because he was wearing black.
This dude gonna take
And
my
I
money.
looked at him and I was like, "What the fuck is this fool?"